All right. Let's get some stuff set up here. See, somebody's watching. Oh, we got 3 people. So I changed the position of my camera for this live session, I guess. Make it a little bit easier for y'all to see what I'm doing and that kind of thing. Elton Jones, what's going on, buddy? 710, what's up? Gypsy Wolves, hello. So I got kind of like a prep bag that I've thrown together. It's not complete yet. Actually, I have 3 of them. Just kind of my way. Hey, Destiny. Hey, legit. Kind of my way of just being ready for absolutely anything. If for some reason I just need to leave the house and stay gone. You know, at this point, done giving up hope, and there's nothing left to do but run. It's cool, Elton. That's pretty much all I'm doing too. Hey, Saul, what's up, dude? So, I mean, I guess lucky for me, I got to test and determine how good this bag was as far as waterproof a few minutes ago because as I was trying to move everything around and set stuff up, yeah, I spilt my drink and it went on the bag and nasty. Absolutely nasty. So I'm not sure if you can see this here. This is good things to have. If you've got this type of webbing on your bag, you can quick connect anything to it real fast. It's good to have a few of those, but I'm gonna kind of go through some of the stuff I have in this. Just the food for thought for people. Just in case people are kind of wondering what they should do, and it depends on what you're setting it up for. To be honest with you, as I said, I'm done. I'm gone. I mean, there's no hope. Tank pulls up in the front yard to blow my house up, type thing, or something. I do tend to go a bit overboard, but you've got like a torch lighter, magnesium fire starter, so you can scrape this side, make a pile of magnesium shavings, flip it over, scrape this side, it lights it. Military can opener, so you can open up, pretty much any food you need to open up. And I can't get my fingers to work. Anyway, it doesn't want to pop all the way open, but anyway, it goes on the can, and you just rock it around and spin the can, cuts the top right off of it. So that's something good to have. Maybe a little knife or something, which I believe I've got a few of those in there. Trying to watch chat so I can see everybody. If y'all have any questions about anything, just let me know. I love to vacuum seal stuff. So these are box matches. These are your book matches. So I've got both types in here. Start fires or whatever. And that's just a small compartment up at the top. There's a lot of things I don't have in this yet that I probably should, and I got a ways to go yet. But as I said, I've got 3 bags, so each bag is set up about the same in case we have to split and go separate directions. Hunting and fishing, need to be able to see. And this is a 511 tactical bag, just so y'all know. I haven't even used all the compartments in it yet. I've just slowly been adding stuff and doing things, trying to get it set up and ready. It's got the little pieces that flap over top of the zipper to try to help keep water from getting inside of it, which is nice if you're called out raining or that kind of thing. It does have the built-in hydration system in the back. So if you have a camel pack or something, you can just throw it right in there and go. Silver and coin outdoors. What's up? Yes, yes, bug out bag to dive and detect what's going on. Let's see here. I don't even think I have anything in that yet. Oh, this is just what I have set up right now. You know, basically, as I said, most people are going to defend their home, but if a tank pulls up outside and there's nothing left to defend, sometimes you just got to run, and on the way out the back door, you grab this and take it with you. So I got a high velocity slingshot. This is just another lighter. It's like a grill lighter. No, I do not have any food in this bag yet, in case you're wondering. Kitty Titus, Welsh Dragon, what's going on? Siren Silver Stash, hello. Dissident Aggressor. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. So if you're coming in late, I'm just kind of showing grenades. No, none of those. The government doesn't allow us to have those, But if you watch for a little bit longer, you might see something else. I'm not sure if I have them in here or not. I know I've got some other stuff around. Fishing string. You don't have to have a great fishing pole to catch fish. You can put a gum wrapper on the end of a hook or anything, tie the string to a strong limb, wrap it around a tin can, anything. Use it straight off the roll if you want to. Something kind of nice to have. Because, if you leave, you leave. You're kind of fending for yourself. So you want to have different types of string and stuff in there so you can set traps for different animals. Anything like that. All right, let's see if I can find a zipper on this. This bag's kind of big, so I can't really set it up there to show y'all where I have everything stored in it. All right, so we get to the inside here. In case you need to mark a location during the night, those little glow necklaces, glow bracelets, glow sticks, all that stuff is super great for that. It's been so long since I did this, I don't remember what's what. That's a headlamp to put on your head or hat. That's a red dot sight that goes on, one of the pew-pews. I got a couple tent stakes. They're kind of good for all kinds of stuff. Basically, I just try to put anything in here that I can think of without making it too awful heavy. Hopefully, I wouldn't have to travel far before I could bed down. And as I said, I have 3 bags. They're all kind of set up the same. No MREs yet. Our current photos of yourself, family, and friends, just in case you get separated. Yes, that's pretty cool. Having pictures of each other. Welsh Dragon Funko Hunter. I can't wait either. I'm sure they will. There's Heather's Chubby Hubby auto catch fishing reels. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, we got Northern Coins in here. Hey, what's going on? Cody Amon's Partridge Family. And you don't know what weather it's going to be, so I don't have anything for a blanket or anything like that yet. Or those little emergency blanket type things. Again, some more stuff that lights up. And I have ideas for some of this stuff. I say markers, but I'm probably going to be using this stuff to mark locations, but not a location I'm trying to go back to. And I can't fully explain some of this stuff because, you know, we're chatting in here. So if you have any questions or anything about anything, as I said, hit me up. I'll, my email's on the front page there, or on my page, but I got all kinds of different size hand warmers, toe warmers, foot warmers. These are not vacuum sealed yet. They will be here before long. Apparently I spent a little bit of time putting this stuff in here when I made it, because I don't want to go back. Oh yeah, you would want to do that to me, wouldn't you? Alright. So now we're getting kind of out of all the small compartments and going to something bigger. Now, it's funny you asked about grenades. I mean, I don't have grenades, but I have other things that make some noise with. Little smoke bombs, little M80s, M90s. As I said, I vacuum seal stuff so it stays good forever. I have bigger smoke bombs in case I need some big cover for something. Just a few fireworks stuff down in there, just in case. As I said, you never know what you may or may not run into. And do I think the world's going to end? No, I don't. Do I think it's a chance that some things could get ugly out here? Yeah, I do. Yeah, something to keep your mind occupied. So Silver Coin Outdoors, that's a pretty good idea. And I know I'm missing a bunch of y'all in chat. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a do one thing at a time type of person. My poor little mind doesn't like to do a bunch of stuff anymore. Now, I will tell you, you were saying grenades. Probably a little bit more than you need. However, the fireworks that shoot up in the air and explode, mortars, in my opinion, is basically the same thing. You light that fuse and toss it, somebody's going to get out the way. So military flashlight gives you, green, red, yellow, and then your clear lens. That cuts down on how far somebody can see that light being used. Another little light that you can hang up. Real high powered light. And I have stuff set up downstairs too that's hopefully I have enough time to do all that before I have to run out the door. But if I don't, I mean, I've got something set up and ready. I don't think that charger is going to do me too much good, but But I figure I kind of share that. That's kind of my bug out bag set up as it sits right now. As I said, I don't have any food in there yet, but I do have stuff I can use to catch food. I do always have a knife in my pocket. So, a few flashlights and some stuff to keep you warm. Different things like that. It's good to add in there. And it depends what you're setting your bag up for too. If you're keeping it in your vehicle, because riots break out or something like that, and you just need to get home, well, that bag might be set up a little bit different. This is kind of set up. Yeah, solar power charger would be nice. As I said, I got a long way to go on this. I'm just kind of starting on it. I kind of put some stuff together and then put it in the back of my mind, but it's kind of set up with 3 of them. I'll take the biggest and heaviest. The others can take the other the other two, and we can just roll on if we have to separate for a little while or something like that. We can, because they've got stuff in there that they know how to use and keep themselves taken care of. Um, and I mean, chem lights are super awesome stuff for all kinds of different things. I do have something down there. 150-pound pull retrieving magnet. And I've got some other stuff set up too. But I mean, as it is right now, the bag's got a little bit of weight to it. I wouldn't expect one of my kids to take it. Muscle shell, muscle shell. End of what? Whatever. I mean, whatever may occur. It's we collect silver and stuff for financial crises. We know that anything is possible in the world. Look at some of the stuff that's happened overseas and all. I mean, if the power goes down, some type of attack against the U.S. or something, and the power goes out, how long do you think it's going to take before people start coming to your house, looting, shooting, stealing, whatever they have to do to survive? And if you're not set up to take care of yourself, you know, um, the bug out bags are it's just another just in case. Hope to never have to use it or need it, but it's there just in case I need it. Um, I'm lucky. Dad lives close. I've got cows in the field next to me. Well, if that situation happens, I mean, people are going to be trying to steal my cows. You know, I got to think about that. I got to think about ways to still get water to my animals to keep them healthy. Um, Ways to still have diesel and gas so I can cut hay to feed them. Um, I mean, I know a scenario of something that could happen real easy to the U.S. and it'd be at least a year and a half before stuff would come back up. Um, but as I said, I spent time in the military and all kinds of stuff. So, hey, Lady Kid Nichols and Johnny, um, I mean, they're trying to restructure power grids because they're overloaded, and it's we got a long way to go to get prepared. Basically, how deep is my well? About 150 foot, I think. Um, I'll have to replace my well pump like every other year. We use so much water, we just burn them up. Even the industrial one, it doesn't last any longer than the rest. Costs a whole lot more, but it doesn't last any longer. But I mean, basically that's it. And the bag I have is real comfortable. It's set up nicely, so I can go a long ways with it. I used to do ruck marches in the military. It's set up kind of like that without the metal frame. Hey, Lady Kid Nichols, the Silver Referee. Wow, I got a lot of folks in here. But yeah, and I mean, if you need any ideas or anything, y'all let me know. I'll be glad to help y'all out. If it's something that you wanted to do, as I said, we hope it never it has to come to that. But yeah, you're right. If you live in the city, you're gonna have a harder time. Definitely. It's cool. I'll have to check on that hand pump. I've got like two 55-gallon plastic drums that I got, and I've got the chemicals to be able to treat the water and make it good for 5 years. Um, but you got to know it's coming. I mean, I don't want to treat the water in 5 years from now, have to dump it out or forget how long it is. And I've got a hand pump that screws down on the top of the barrel. Because the barrel's got, two holes on top of it, and you just unscrew it. You put the pump in and screw it down, and then you pump the water out. Short term, like horrible storm or something like that, that's great to have. If you know a storm's coming, I'll fill them up so they're ready. I've got a bunch of canned food downstairs. We try to keep a little bit of extra of that. I do not have a generator set up necessarily yet. I rigged up a gas generator that will run most of my house, but I don't have it set up for a whole home generator yet. That is in the process. I've got the generator. I've poured the concrete. I still have to get the wires to hook it up, and I've got everything to hook it up except for the wires, and I don't have the fuel. Johnny, I'm gonna have to check out Southern Prepper One. I hadn't heard of them. Actually, you're a mod if you want to drop a link in there. It's 710 rigged. uh, Y'all hilarious. These channels right here are in the bottom information section. Silver Forever actually just put out a video for a new 2-ounce coin that's in a series. Y'all may want to check that out. He says it's not out yet, but it's close to it. Robert Saves History actually has a 500 subscriber goal going on. He's at 428. Silver Forever, I think I just ran into, it's amazing to me how I've been around, for almost a full year now running a channel, and I was watching some before that. And some of these people I've never met or run across. I mean, he's got 810 subscribers. Silver Forever does. I should know, what's going on. So Heavy Metal Noise has a great channel. He's at 89 subscribers. I'd love if we could push him up to 100. Bet on Silver's got 81 subscribers. If we could push him up some, he's got some cool stuff. Silver Stacks Prepper, I just ran into the other night, and he does some of what I was just talking about and some other things. He actually had a ideal. When I ran across him, he was live, and I was listening to him and chatting with him in the chat, and he had a way to pull water or moisture, maybe I should say, out of the air, and it would deposit into a drum, and you could get it out. He had it set up. I mean, he hadn't built it yet, but he had the drawings and stuff set up where he's got a battery and a solar panel, and might not be your cup of tea going the way that he did it, but I mean, the idea he has will work just fine. So check him out. He's got great ideas. He also stacks silver. Super great guy. LNW Show, he's at 91 subscribers. He just did a shout out for a couple channels. Super great fellow. Walker Magnet, I just found. Didn't even know they existed. About 107 subscribers. Copper Owl Coins is 272 subscribers. Looks like he's been on there for a little while too. So y'all check them out. See what you think. I think Heavy Metal Noise doesn't really sound like it'd have anything to do with silver or anything like that, but it does. So I'm not sure how long he's been out, but it's basically about it. Yeah, to dive into tech. Yeah, he's talking about using a dehumidifier and just letting the water drop into a drum. The only thing I can think of that he probably didn't say or hadn't thought of yet is if you're not going to treat that water with some type of a chemical, which he was thinking about like everyday use. you're going to need to keep that water moving somehow, or it's going to get stagnant and nasty real fast. Hey, Philip the board, what's going on? Bullion baby. So anything, y'all have any questions or stuff, I love to dream things up. So shoot me an email. If I can't figure it out, I'll go talk to my dad. He likes to do the same thing. Yeah, filter it good. He did have a filter, kind of an inline filter as the water was going into the drum, but it's going to have to circulate because, I mean, it doesn't take water long to go stagnant and stuff start growing in it. So, um, you need to put something in there to make that water spin and churn. Um, you might could put some rocks, a couple rocks in the bottom, just like a stream. I forget how many foot it is that water has to go down a stream before it's like clean and purified, but that would help clean it too. But anyway, that's all I was doing. Jimmy Lacari, what's going on? I was just throwing some ideas out there for folks. I've done stuff before. I think I showed the barrels of one of my videos before. Some of the stuff I got around the house set up. Um, saw somebody today talking about they were shooting like 1-inch thick plexiglass and what it would stop and that kind of thing. And then somebody else made a comment on there, so I sent them an email or a message to send me an email. You can coat that with something and it really changes what it'll do. Yeah, eBay has straws you can get. There's also big bags you can buy that'll filter gallons and gallons and gallons of water for like taking a shower or something like that if you needed it that way. Um, you can set up stuff to catch water, when it rains. There's all kinds of different tricks and ideas. It's just learning it. There's actually and I'm gonna pull this from memory because I haven't seen it in a long time, but there was some type of fan, uh, looked more like a turbine that you can dig a hole in the ground and set it in, and it sets up out the ground however many foot, and it's got an automatic. It just sits there by itself, no electricity needed, no nothing, and it pulls the moisture out the air and it collects in that pot down in the bottom, and then you've got like a hand pump to pump it back out. Um, but it's just the natural, heat, cold and hot or whatever makes that fan turn real slow, and it pushes that air down into the ground into there, and as it cools, it deposits water and stuff. But monsoon season in Arizona, it's been almost like that here in Virginia. It's been like every day about 5, 6 o'clock. Horrible, horrible downpours. Um, I have no idea what all I've missed in chat. But yeah, I wanted to throw something a little different up here. Go live for a few minutes, see how everybody's doing. I've been playing around. HD Shovel Ed, what's going on, buddy? Sir Benji just found Silver Coin Outdoors. Let's see. I'm trying to go backwards for a little bit. Okay, Johnny. He was military too. Good. Cool. Jimmy Locari, thanks for coming by, buddy. I appreciate it. Northern Coins. Yeah, I think I saw that. What's his name? Shoot, I love him. He used to sing on this channel. He used to post like a video every day, and he was singing and all kinds of stuff in the beginning. And I can't remember who he was. Silver 5150. Yeah, he just put out a video about the same thing that I put out a video on the other day, the alien coins or whatever. What was that, last night, night before? I don't know. I can't keep up. Washington State Jags fan. Hey, you're welcome, dude. Anytime. I try to spread news, especially if I see a channel that's good. One of those channels, he's like showing you a shop, and he's doing all kinds of different stuff. It's pretty cool. I think he was making rings and everything else. CV baseball card collector. What's going on, buddy? Cash Money Silver Stacker. What's up? Okay, so how are the boxes doing? So the boxes right now are sitting at two places, and I know why one of them is being delayed. Where'd I put my little form at? So boxes are still sitting at the same places. Actually, I know why both of them are delayed. Full Push still has the silver box. Um, my first the channel, well, actually in the bottom should have the original channel. Um, where I put out the information for the box. So you can go through that and find Full Push. He's got the box. I'm expecting a video anytime, but I've been expecting it a couple days. So I'm sure he'll get it out soon. It goes to Tupac next. Yeah, I know he needs it kind of soon. Adam's Card Closet has the box right now that went out to y'all in the card community. And he's working on putting a little something together. So it's taken him a day or two to get that set up. But I mean, all these channels were linked in my first video. I know Tomoko's Enterprise has sent out some stuff. One of the people in the panning community just sent me a message today saying that he was going to do some pay dirt bags. I think it's two of them. I don't remember how much was supposed to be in each one. I'll pull that and update it one day here in the future so you'll know. He's doing these pay dirt bags, and he said if they don't pan stuff, then he'll just send, whatever the gold was supposed to be amount to them. If they do pan stuff, he'll send the pay dirt bags to them so they can enjoy doing that. But yeah, it's going to be a while on the coin chest because really it's only one, two, three. It's on the fourth person, so I'm hoping it gets to moving kind of quick, or it's gonna be next year before we get to do this big giveaway. Um, and I've got like 13 listed on here, so 14's coming back to me. So it's got a bunch of stops. After Adam's Card Closet, Ethan Elvis covers and more gets it, and then it comes back to me. So I'm gonna be holding that box for a pretty good while. So if anybody else in y'all's in the card community wants to send something in or anything like that, I'll be glad to add it in there, post their links. I'll probably go live like a day or so before, or maybe a week before. Um, get some of my mods to help me, and we'll go through and post everybody's links so people can go back and subscribe to them in case they missed a video. But like I said, I'm gonna pull from everybody. So I'm gonna pull from the card community, the coin community. Anybody who sends stuff in, I'm gonna pull off their channel for winners. So make sure you subscribe to everybody and chase them all down. Johnny, thanks for posting Full Pushes link. But yeah, make sure you chase everybody down, start commenting on their videos. That way, if it just happens to be the video I pull, you're in there. Anybody else? Any questions? Dawn, the metal detective. Hello, how are you tonight? Thank you for coming by. Who's live tonight, y'all know? Is anybody out there having a good time without us? Let's see, Indiana Creek, Silver Cube. Silver Keys posted a short mail call. X-Pact Stacker posted something. I can't even tell. Something bar. Dig at Mark Metal Detecting UK. What's going on, buddy? I'm good, Dawn. Just hanging out tonight. Salvage. What's up, buddy? So there's another small channel for you. Salvage. He does some pretty cool stuff over there. I enjoy watching his videos. Ozart's live. I don't see any of the other normal folks doing anything. Man to be is playing a video game or something. I'm not sure. Ain't but one person watching her. Oh, anytime, Partridge Family. I enjoy. All right, Bullion Baby. Take care, man. Save that battery in case you need it. Dreadpool, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Partridge Family, I don't mind hanging. I mean, I enjoy hanging with everybody. My thing is, it's so many out there, so many of y'all, and I enjoy everybody because everybody looks at stuff differently, does things a little different, you know. Cash Money Silver Stacker, you ever find that coin you were looking for a few weeks ago? I think I did. Um, what is that thing called? It was the old coin with the scorpion on it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I got that one in. I know somebody else is looking for one, so if you happen to have one or something, let me know, because I know somebody's looking for one of them. Just got up to get ready for work and hopped on here and saw y'all here. Yeah, you're overseas. It's like 2:14 a.m. here. Cash Money has one. Sweet dude. Can you shoot me an email? It's on my about page. If you click on my about, it's in there. Yeah, y'all in that hot sauces. I can't do it. In case y'all don't know, some of these folks jump on there and they do hot, like, I don't know if it's a hot sauce challenge or or what, but they get to eating hot sauce and drinking stuff. Thank you, Cash Money. And I can't do it. I loved hot stuff when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, no, my stomach won't handle it no more. Dawn the Metal Detective. If somebody would post her link, I would appreciate it. She's doing a goal at 300 subscribers. 39's fine, silver round. Thank you for letting us know. I miss like tons of stuff in the community. But I'm subscribed to like 1,000 channels. I'm subscribed to almost as many as what, well, probably more than what's subscribed to me. Um, Carolina Reaper, you go right ahead, buddy. That makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it. JP Lonesome Way. Yeah. But yeah, I miss a bunch of stuff, and that's one reason why I do the videos that I do. Thank you, Johnny, for posting Dawn's link. Yeah, y'all go check her out. I make those videos of what's going on in the community, and I do that because, well, it's hard. If there's not like a central, spot that you can go get this information, it's hard to find out what's going on. So When I know there's a bunch of stuff going on, I try to compile the information and put a video out. Yeah, that's Dawn. Johnny posted Dawn's link. Yeah, Cyrene, I can't do that. I'd be in the hospital. I can't can't drink hot sauce. I can't. I don't even. I used to run around eating all kinds of peppers and stuff when I was a kid. It didn't bother me, but I can't do it now. I've jumped into a couple of their lives while they were doing that stuff, and ooh, I just watched the chat because if I watch them drink it, it'll get rough. Make my stomach hurt just thinking about it. Oh, and in case y'all haven't seen, I'm still working on this whistle. See if I can get up here close. I don't know how good it's gonna look up there. But that's for the silver referee. He requested something. I swear, my dogs, their hair gets everywhere. But I still got a bunch of work to do to it. I've been working on it, 3-4 hours a night here for the last few nights. But yeah, that belongs to the silver referee once I get it finished up. Thank you, Partridge family. I appreciate it. I got this coming up weekend off. I'm gonna try to make some more stuff and all. I don't know if I don't think I put it on here. I think I put it on my Instagram page. Um, little sword. Um, so my daughter just started high school. It's her first year of high school. Dreadpool, you're trying to find Amanda? Anyway, she was trying to find, this is her first year of high school, and she poured that sword herself, and I actually videoed it, so I'll post that once we get it finished. We still got to finish cleaning it up. I cleaned up a little bit on there, but I didn't, yeah, Death Stalker, that's what it's called, Cash Money. Salva Salvage. Yeah, you're doing like the same thing I do. I turn somebody's video on or live and just let it play while I'm getting ready for work and walk by and do it. Dawn, yes, I made it by hand. Um, and that's one reason why it's taken so long. I'm not really using tools that much. I used a Dremel to clean some of it up, and then I started sanding by hand. Yeah, Partridge family, shoot me a couple pictures. We'll see if we can't set it up. I've told any of y'all if you want to start pouring stuff, I'll be glad to help you. I personally enjoy pouring big stuff a lot more than the small things, just because it's not as much cleanup really. Most of the time, it's a lot easier than trying to get down in this little crack and crevice and do this. Whoops, I hit my camera. I'm trying to get something for y'all. I do pour a bunch of stuff like that. So that's 6-7 pounds of pure copper. And I've got a guy right now. I should be sending this out to him here before long. He was moving, but he bought 2 bars, and or did he buy 1 bar? I don't know. He either bought 1 or 2. I don't remember. And then he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, once I get moved, can you send more in that package?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Just whenever you get moved in there, let me know, and I'll send it on to you." Oh yeah, Cash Money. My kids started last week, I think. I'm not sure if it's worse for them to be in school or out of school. So much to keep up with all the time. But yeah, so I like pouring aluminum and copper and stuff, and that's by far the cheapest way to stack copper. And you get a bunch of bars, you can stack them on top of each other. It doesn't take up much space. You can stack 20, 30 pounds of copper in a small cubby. I do need to order my new stickers that are going out with the prizes for the box. Yeah, it's a chunky bar. You're a math teacher. Sweet. Cash Money teaches math. That was my good subject when I was in school. They've bumped up the curriculum now to where it's insane what they're trying to learn in like middle school. They've already lost me. Johnny, that's better than all the pennies I have. Yes. That's one way to do it. There's a Copper to the Core page on Facebook, which I don't do much with Facebook anymore. Um, they're selling copper at like $1 an ounce and $2 an ounce, and I'm like, wow, that's insane. I wouldn't even pay that. You know, they're trying to sell like scrap wire like that, and I'm like, no. I mean, I can pour copper bars for people, and I sell it at what spot is. You know, it was almost 450. I'm not sure what it is right now, but whatever the spot is at the time, I do that and let them pay the shipping or whatever. But I mean, a pound for 450, and if you buy it from like everywhere else, it's like $1 an ounce. So it's what, 12, 16, $16. 4 or 16. That's a huge difference. So it's a lot cheaper. I'm not trying to price gouge people. I'm more trying to help people stack stuff. I just don't want to be out of money in the process. So I let them pay the shipping and charge them what spot is, because I'm burning gas, melting it and stuff like that. So that at least keeps me to the good, so I can replace my gas and all. Yeah, Johnny, I thought math was fun when I was in school. I had one teacher, me and the teacher did not get along at all. I failed that year, but that teacher was giving me she was giving a spelling test in math class. And I was like, I thought this was algebra class. What's going on here? I said, I'm gonna tell you now, I can't spell. So I was flunking those tests, and they were heavily graded. I think she thought she was doing people a favor, but not me, because I can't spell. Take care, Salvage. Appreciate you stopping in, buddy. Yeah, Partridge Family. That's kind of how it was. My teachers would get mad at me because I didn't show my work. Johnny, thanks for putting that his link in there. But what I also liked about math, though, you can go back and check it backwards, and you know if you had the right answer or not. Rocky Mountain Bear, what's going on? So the beginning of my live was where I was showing my, you know, if the crap hits the fan bag or whatever. And I'm not sure this is going to happen in my lifetime, so, whatever. But anything I don't use, dig at Mark Metal Detecting. What's going on? Anything I don't use gets passed to my kids. So, and I mean, some people are follow the Bible, some people don't or whatever. But if you're stuck around for a bad period of time, you might need to have something set up. Not that I'm saying I'm going to be stuck around for that, but I try to be a good person, y'all. I need to look this spoon up and see if it's silver, because it's tarnished like it is. Cujo Music and Coin Collector. What's going on? How you doing tonight, this morning, whichever, I'm not sure. Yeah, Dawn, that's about right. Yeah, about third, fourth grade, they started teaching math. It was just like I was like, what's going on here? I was good in math in school, but I'm not sure what's going on now. And I think they're trying to push, the newer generations to have more knowledge than what I got when I was in school, which I mean, I'm okay with, but how they gonna come home with homework that I can't do nothing with. I can't help them. And they're switching to computers and things, and I'm like, well, where's your math book so I can look at what they taught you and teach myself that so I can teach you. And I don't have a book. I'm like, oh gosh, now what? Killing L, what's going on, buddy? So yeah, that's pretty much all I was doing tonight was just kind of showing that bag off. As I said, there's links in the bottom for some channels. One of them's got a giveaway going on when they reach 500. I don't believe they were too awful far from it. Um, there's a couple little channels that I thought were pretty neat. Um, y'all know I try to help these folks get their first 100 subscribers at least, but yeah, Robert Saves History. He's got a giveaway at 500. He's at 428. Heavy Metal Noise has 89 subscribers, and he's got a great channel. Bet on Silver's at 81. Silver Forever is 810 subscribers. He just put out, I think it was yesterday, he put out the new 2 ounce coin that's coming out for part of one of the sets that's going. And I had actually forgot. I was thinking it wasn't even a set. The Kraken was the first one. So he had pictures of the new one that's coming out. It's not a Kraken. It was like a wolf or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, it was pretty cool looking. I was okay with it. Um, Silver Stacks Prepper has great ideas, and he stacks silver and preps. Pretty pretty cool fella. Um, LNW, y'all see him in our chat all the time. He only has 91 subscribers, and he just did a little shout out for some channels today. Walker Magnet I'd never heard of. I think I got him off LNW and Copper Isle too. It was off of his shout outs that he put out tonight. So they were pretty cool. But y'all check them out if you can. I got their links in the bottom. I'm trying to figure out how to get my 16-year-old daughter through her last 2 years without her going back to school. The schools are really making them mad. Rocky Mountain Bear, there is a program called, what is it called? Shoot me a shoot me an email, Rocky Mountain Bear. I'll get that information for you. There are programs that you can do that's online at home um, that accounts for school the same way or whatever, and they teach them and stuff. Um, I know here in Virginia, I have to send a letter to the school board saying, "Hey, my kid's not coming back to school. I'm going to homeschool them," and then I think they're supposed to take some test at the end or something like that just to make sure uh, they actually learn something. But yeah, there is ways, and I can tell you, there's a couple different programs you can use. I had some friends here that went to my church that were teaching their kids at home instead of sending them to school. Some kind of ladder. They still made mine memorize their times tables, but I mean, they were like me. Philip, you trolling? um, they were like me. They didn't learn 'em too well. That's some tough stuff. Anytime Rocky Mountain Bear, it's no big deal. Yeah, there's different programs you can use. We thought about doing it with our kids at one time. Muscle Shell did a shout out for Walker Magnet. He just hit 100. Yeah, he's at 107 now. Well, as of before I went live an hour ago, he was at 107. I had never heard of him before. I think I added him off of Muscle Shell's shout out. Wasn't Muscle Shell's like 2 days ago or something like that? That's why I ran across him again, and I was like, "Who is this? I don't remember." Why'd you leave Virginia, Dawn? I like the fact that I got mountains close, and that's Kellen. Oh, um, so the schools here taught them how to tell time on regular clocks, but it was real quick. Um, and then they went to like digital. Um, Cursive they quit doing, and now they're starting to re-implement a little bit, at least how to sign their name. Walker Magnet shout out. Cujo, I'm not sure what you're saying. You may be talking to somebody else. Your husband's job made you leave Virginia. Well, I could see that. I didn't really want to leave Virginia. I went to school. I finished high school and I went to like trade school while I was in high school for electrical stuff. And then I left, and out of high school, I went to 2 years of college for like electrical engineering and that kind of thing. Um, Partridge. And I put in for jobs with electrical, but I'm not the type to be sitting around in a factory. Coin dude, what is up? Um, so I mean, I could have moved away and found a job. There's no jobs around here. I'm kind of on the southern border here of Virginia, but there was no real jobs close by for me. And yeah, 2 days ago I thought it was. Um, I don't know. And then I come out the military. I was drawing unemployment for a little while and did a few electrical jobs here and there with a couple companies, and then fell into something different. All right, Cujo, you're agreeing with me. Yeah, he. I was trying to figure out how I got him. Texas though. Texas. That's awful warm down there in Texas. I hope he's getting paid a whole lot of money. I don't think there'd be enough money for me to live in Texas. Like the people and the way they look at stuff, but I don't like heat. Yeah, I love Muscle Shell. I'm super glad that he puts the links down in the bottom though, because I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not good at figuring out riddles and rhymes and stuff, so I let his video play while I'm doing other stuff or while I'm looking up the other channels. My dad's an electrical engineer, owns his own company. I have drafted for him off and on since I was 16. Wow, hold on. Just can't stand sitting in front of a computer all day. Yeah, I have that problem too, Rocky Mountain Bear. Um, I enjoy doing some stuff here and some stuff there, but I can't sit in front of a computer all day. My head gets to killing me in my back. Civil engineer. That is pretty cool. Bare feet too. Hey, LNW. So I put your link down in the bottom of this, buddy. Told him to come check you out. We're trying to push you up a little bit further. You were at 91 when I started. I had 25 people in here at one time. So what's everybody gonna do this weekend? Any big plans? I know I got some pouring I gotta do this weekend. I got some stuff to finish up. I don't know if how many of y'all go to the RN Metals auction, which this Saturday is one. Saturday night at like 5:30 Eastern time. We're split into two groups. Um, so Saturday night at 5:30, RN Metals will have an auction for stuff that they poured, and then the beginning of the month, I'll be in that auction. But I got to finish that stuff up. The week just started. Rocky, I've been working for like the last 5 days. I don't get off till Thursday, so it's definitely like Wednesday to me, a Wednesday week. It's almost Wednesday anyway. Nah, you got the right idea. Going to play golf and hang out at the pool. Hopefully underwater to dive and detect. I need to find out where y'all are at. I would love to do what y'all do. That would be so much fun. I got an open water license. Saul was locked down with a curfew. That is rough. I'm thinking stuff like that's gonna happen around here again. They go start shutting stuff back down with the numbers coming back up and everything. Oh, come on, LNW, you can grow. Come on. You posted some videos. Partridge Family, I'd love to do that too. I'd love to be in a river dredging. All right, I gotta pull this back up. K Titus, what's going on? So you're in Australia. I'd love to come down there and visit one time. Plane ticket's probably like $4,000. You're down there with who else is in Australia that I watch? There's a couple channels. Um, so two channels were the channels I watched to learn how to pour metal and melt metal and stuff. Um, Art by Ad Rock. I think he's in Las Vegas. And who's the one in Australia? Um, Big Stack D is in Australia. That's how I learned to pour metals by watching the two of them and what they do. Partridge Family open water license. That's for ocean. Um, Scuba diving in the ocean. Lots of metal detecting, digit mark metal. So Cujo, they posted Dawn a little bit ago. They posted her channel. Um, if you need it again, we can get it for you. And the dive one. That's to dive and detect. They've got a really great channel too. They do a lot of stuff underwater, um, metal detected underwater and stuff like that. Well, y'all gonna have to let me know when you come down to Virginia. Smith Mountain Lake would be a cool place for y'all to do some of that stuff if you've got tanks. Um, it's a really huge lake, but there's no telling what you might would find in that. And I'm like halfway between the mountains and the beach, so if I know when y'all are coming, maybe we can set something up. Oh, your buddy's out in Suffolk. Okay, I know where Suffolk is. I lived in Greensville County for um, a year, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Suffolk borders Greensville County. Partridge Family down to VA. Where are you? Dive and detect. Rocky Mountain Bear 4 9s. Is 4 9s in here? Did I miss him? Dive and detect. If you detect it, I'll suck it up and we can split it. Partridge Family. That's hilarious. Coin caption. What's going on? You doing some pouring tomorrow? Concrete pillars. Well, I mean that's pouring. You know, you don't need as much heat though. Um, Hector's interest in coins. First time in channel. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it. Um, you're pouring concrete pillars. I don't. That's not quite the same. I will probably be pouring copper. Um, I'm actually making a knife that will be on the RN metals, and basically, I've already made the knife itself. I made that out of aluminum, um, and I plan to pour a copper handle on it. Um, Anytime you pour copper onto aluminum, because copper melts at such a higher temperature, they normally weld together and they won't come apart. But I'm gonna drill a couple holes through the handle anyway, just to make sure, you know, it goes through those holes and doesn't come off. And I may pour a little bit of silver too. It just depends. I've already got 2 items ready for the auction. Rocky Mountain Bear, Big Stack D is really good. Minhun Stacker and Value Hunters, good for pouring too. Yeah, so I mean, Big Stack D and Art by Rock are both the channels that taught me how to pour. Um, and then Red and some of those guys have helped me with the smaller with silver because I had never done silver before. So they saw some of the stuff I'd poured and they're like, hey, here's some information to help you out with silver and all, and they kind of took me under their wing and got me going on that. But yeah, they do good videos because they show kind of step by step everything and how to set the gas and what pressure it needs to be at and all that. So um, somebody, one of the newer channels, actually, Mr. Popzilla, what's going on, man? Um, I don't remember what I was saying. Good to see you too, Mr. Popzilla. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us that pour metal. Um, I'd say most of the people that I see though pour small stuff. Um, and I don't mind doing small stuff because I can do that in the basement. I've got the little electric furnace down there. But getting out there with the Big Devil Forge, filling up a nice big old, you know, molten pot of copper. It's nice. You know, it's a different feeling. Coin caption, will it say sharp? No, no. I don't plan on putting that on there. Unless you think I need to, you like print out a sticker or something to put on there. I'd hope nobody'd sue me if they cut themselves with it. Mr. Popzilla, all is well in Idaho. Hector's, there's a lot of people in here, you know. Yeah, I've been hanging around the community for about a year. Um, so I know a whole lot of folks. I keep running across people I don't know. Um, like who was I saying? Silver Forever. I just run across them the other day. I was like 810 subscribers, and I've never heard of this person before. What in the world? Um, and I mean, Hector's. I don't know if you know, because I haven't seen you in here. I'm doing a huge community thing. If you check some of my past videos or whatever, um, trying to pull communities together so everybody can help each other. You know, because it's hard starting off. Um, and then if one day I'm like, who knows, my kid comes to me with a baseball card or something like that, having the card community as friends, it's nice to know them and see some of their stuff because you know some of it, or somebody you can reach out to and find out something. You see the metal, well, I got metal detecting folks in here. I've got panning folks in here, dredging, as Partridge Family said a little bit ago. Um, I'm friends with all kinds of folks. I enjoy a bunch of different channels. I enjoy watching what they do. I enjoy learning. That's what I use YouTube for, is to learn more than anything. Cyrene says she doesn't forget. She doesn't. She doesn't remember forgetting. Well, see, my problem is I actually remember. It causes me a problem. Yeah, I was emailing somebody the other day. They kept dropping me in the spam. Yeah, y'all talking about forgetting. It took me over 2 hours to get my stuff together to go live tonight after I got off work at 10. I was like, I kept forgetting something. Every time I'd sit down, like, okay, I'm ready, and it's like, oh no, I've got to go get that. I gotta go get that. You didn't miss anything, Big Dawn. It's cool. Thanks for coming back. Hector into it's just smoking in California. They're into coins, auto mods. We log, ding tools, silver stacking, wood logging, and Hector's a teacher. That's pretty cool. That's kind of how I am. Um, I scrap stuff. I I pour metal, and I play with silver. And I started my silver channel first. I actually have a pouring channel, but it's only like 5 videos on it. I need to start putting stuff on there. I'm hoping to retire in about 3.5 years and just hang out with all y'all and do stuff with y'all and go visit different people, and that would be super cool to be able to do. Yeah, Hector, stay safe. Those fires are tough. I forget who it was I was talking to the other day. They said they were around all that stuff. They were having problems with internet and all because of it. Now, I do have some of these new coins coming in next couple days. Um, the video I posted of those two alien coins, they should be in. I think they're doing Wednesday actually. Yeah, Hector. I mean, I say retire, but I never stop going. Um, I would just be retiring from that. Um, I mean, I've done EMS. I'm an EMT. I've helped fire department. I've done military time. I've done a few other things, but yeah, I can't. 20 years of one job is really it's enough. I mean, 20 years is good enough for me, you know. And if I have enough things around that I can do as long as I stay motivated and doing things. I'm good. I can't sit around, you know. But as I said, I like to pour metal. I pour big things. I poured a 15-pound copper Batman one time. It was just like from mid chest up to the head or whatever. Um, I mean, I don't sit around because I can't be bored. Um, so I mean, there's plenty of scrap I can take apart and I repurpose the aluminum and the copper and the brass, making stuff for people. Um, and that's why, you know, I sell bars as cheap as I do to people. I sell it at spot. If you go out and buy it, um, it's going to be $1 over spot per pound. I'd have to raise my prices way up, and I'd rather help the stackers in the community stack copper. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just paying for my gas and stuff that I use. Um, and I enjoy doing it. So yeah, L&W, I need hours bad. I still need like 2,000 hours. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so if y'all are free tonight, there will be no complaint from me if y'all want to run my stuff while I'm sleeping, while you're sleeping. 4,000 hours is a lot of hours, and it's hard for me to find time to actually go live. Um, when I coin roll hunt, which I don't do a lot of, I kind of do that by myself. And there's plenty of folks out there that do it. I don't want to take away from them. So I'm kind of getting to the point now. I really need to find some type of niche. Um, I mean, the community helped me make the 1K mark, but without some type of niche, I'm not really going to be picking up a lot of other people, besides the community, which I love chatting with y'all and talking to y'all. But Rocky Mountain, it was 5 alien coins. It's a set of 5. Um, there's like the silver BU, then there's like the silver proof, which comes in a case. And I don't think that one's released yet. There's the um, antiqued. There's a gold one, and then there's I think it's coated in rhodium or palladium or something like that. I don't remember. Um, of course, all I could afford was just the regular silver and the antiqued one. And I know the antique. I think it was a 3,000 coin mintage. Um, when I first looked at it, I thought they were putting out 5 different alien coins, like different designs, and I think it's just that 5 coin set. Uh, I know the regular silver is like a mintage of 25,000. Yeah, antique is 3,000. I'm looking on the wall where I got my stuff put up that I'm collecting. I think my Hades coin is on the way in. I don't know how some of these people get these coins so early and show them off because it's telling me like it'll ship on the 18th and people are showing it on the channels on like the 5th. They they got some pull somewhere. Popzilla, you're going on 22, almost done. Nice. Yeah, early retirement for me is 20 years. Full retirement's 25. But I bought some military times, so that gave me an extra, but I still have to do 20 to be eligible for different things. Yeah, Dawn says she'd burn her house down. Yeah, I'm kind of careful not to do that. As I said, I do the small things in the basement where it's kind of a controlled area. The big stuff I do outside. That way I don't have to worry about it. Who's got time to be bored? Dive into tech says exactly. Thank you, Partridge Family, for playing it, and Popzilla. The Irish Collector, what's going on? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Rocky Mountain. I need to start recycling plastic. I don't do that. Um, but there's no incentive to do it around here, I guess. They don't give you money for it. They just want you to drive by and throw it in the container, and it's kind of like, why am I spending my money to do it other than to help the environment, which is important, but that's what I'm doing with all the metal. So, why do I want to throw metal in the ground to rust for the next 30 or 40 years to fall apart, um, when I can take it to the scrap yard and it can be reused. And you know, all of our metals are sooner or later going to disappear. It might be another 150, 300 years, whatever, but sooner or later we're going to run out. So 25 years in corporate management and retail, 21 years teaching and ranching, farming since I was a child. Never sit too much other than read a book, coach sports for 30 years. Hector, that's pretty impressive. That's awesome, man. Um, I don't read other than the chat on here. That's all the read I do. Um, I don't really understand what I read very well, so I just find myself, I get to the end of a sentence and I'm lost. I have to go back and read it 5 or 6 times before it starts to sink in. I need to niche into a crevice and find the gold that's been waiting for me. Partridge Family. Let me know when you find it, man. I'll come help you. I'll come help you dig it out. Chat just jumped on me. 25 in Jersey for retirement. Well, if I find a person that wants the plastic to do something like that with it, I'd send it to them. Because when I'm scrapping stuff, I fill the truck up with plastic. You know. Irish collector, 36 years till retirement. Monica, hello. Thank you for coming by. Mr. Popzilla, y'all heard? 2 coin set. Yep. Let's see. I believe Rocky Mountain does do some of that melting and stuff. Yeah, Monica's here. We're taken care of now. Let's see where we at. Raised 2 kids and have 3 grandchildren, always going to stay busy. Yeah, and that's something else too. I mean, I've got kids. I've got one in middle school, three in high school. So, 3.5 years from now, some of them are going to be out of high school. Some of them, I got one or two that'll still be in school. Um, but yeah, it'd be nice to have that time with them and do stuff with them. I do have a grandkid now. It's just turned 1 a couple days ago. Um, 25 years comes, it goes quickly. It does. Um, my time in the military kind of took a toll on my body, so I'm 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 pretty sure I'm gonna be done at 20. It's starting to get kind of rough getting out of bed in the morning. Rocky Mountain, I have not learned how to do anything with plastic yet. I might one day. I have thought about starting to take some of these glass bottles and breaking them up and putting them in molds and heating them up so they mold to whatever, like my coin mold. I figured it'd be kind of neat. You could do a blue bottle and a green bottle and a red bottle, but I've been told the graphite molds don't hold up very long when you do that. And I need to buy the it's not a furnace, whatever it's called for that. Popzilla was at the prom last week, or he says it seems like it. Yeah, time slowly gets faster and faster. Rocky Mountain said, "Please tell me you wore powder blue tux, Mr. Popzilla." Gypsy Wolves, what's going on? Jeans and a jersey. Yeah, you touch something hot, you'll remember it. My son, I was pouring those big copper molds, those big copper bars, and he decided to roll out there and grab a hold of the mold. Um, and it hadn't been maybe 20 minutes since I took a bar out of it, and he found out real fast. He needed to let go. Don, the older you get, the more you can't sit still. I used to read 5 or 6 books a week. That's impressive. I mean, reading is good for you and it keeps your mind sharp. I just can't. I wish I could, and that's why I go to YouTube to learn stuff because I can see it and stuff's changing, so I can learn that way. 40 years of marriage. That is impressive. Congratulations. That is super cool. 40 years of marriage. Wait until you're 52. I'm only 39 right now. I will turn 40 in a couple months. When I'm 52, I might just give up. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I can't start drawing retirement until I'm 50. Yeah, I may have to hang around a little bit longer than that. I need to enjoy that money I worked for. Y'all talking about prom? I went to the prom like 3 times and hated it all 3 times. The ladies I was dating at the time, it was a different one each year. They always wanted to go. I absolutely hated it. I know I've got my prom picture somewhere. One year I got the tux and the white gloves and the top hat and the cane and yeah, she wasn't too happy with that. She wouldn't let me take it all. I was quite upset about that. Oh, I need to shut my laptop down. That's where I was trying to watch y'all in chat while we were going and I was doing stuff. It helped me a little bit, but not enough. Shut that poor thing down. Hector, I could see that. Reading being an exercise of the mind. Um, just like PT, exercise the body. I could definitely see that. Um, I might not just be disciplined enough for it. Who knows? I mean, I spent my time in the military, and of course, I'm not in shape anymore. The only shape I am now is round. But you know, I may start when I retire, trying to get back fit or whatever. That's just no time right now. I stay so busy. Um, Partridge family is asking RMB if they have a website. It's like Harold Melvin without the blue notes. She'll never go black, Mr. Popzilla. If y'all don't know Popzilla, you got to find him. He's hilarious. He's a great fellow. Saul can't claim retirement until 65. We'll see at 65. That's I think 65 is when we can start drawing the stuff from the government. Um, I don't know. That's crazy that you can't draw until 65 though. And I'm sure there's some jobs around here that's the same way. Coin caption: when you're in your 50s, you see 70s as getting old. Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, every 10 years that passes with me, I keep pushing that getting old marker back a little bit. Uh, my kids say I'm old as dirt and I'm ancient. I think it's funny, but Rocky Mountain Bear. Most of my high school dances are a little fuzzy for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, okay. That's hilarious. Dawn says she's been married for 30 years. They've been together for 35. It was 14 when they started dating. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It was cool last time I went live too. Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to come up and chat, I'll drop the link. I don't mind. Hector is a teacher of English. Most of my male students are not readers, but I have trained many to read and enjoy. They hate to read. Yeah, that's true. There's just very few things. There's been a couple things I've run across that I could read, but I just I don't know. I lose interest in stuff so fast. If it's not something I can hold in my hands and do something with, um, yeah, hold on a second. Here, somebody wants to come up. Hey, Kathy. My computer hates me. Kathy married 40 years. That's impressive. I just dropped the link, Kathy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just get lost when I read. It's not me, you know?
Hey.
Hey, Kathy. How's it going?
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you all doing tonight?
I'm not doing too bad.
So what made you go live?
Well,
Hi, Pops.
let's see here. Let's change this around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I went live. I posted a couple links in the bottom for some channels for people to check out. And when I first went live, my main idea, I was showing off my, get out of town bag or whatever if something bad or something. And then I just got to chatting with everybody in the chat, and completely forgot about posting the link.
All right, all right, all right.
What's up, dude?
Oh, what's up, y'all? It's been a minute.
Monica
Been
is
a long
52 and never been married, getting married next year. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations on that, brother.
Pops, I've never met you. Hi, how are you doing?
Doing well recently. How about yourself, sister? I never met you.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm alive and kicking.
Right
Just working
on.
on my YouTube channel.
There you go. Get her done, whiskey.
Yep. Getting it all set up.
Yes. Nothing
You know,
wrong with that.
nope. I had to
All right.
put some disclaimers in that in mind. I have had to
Uh-oh.
no, she's 17, he's 17 or 18, but however, the mentality of the person is not there. So what do you put, how do you make it? So I had to put a disclaimer, it had to be 18 and that on it.
Huh. I never heard that one. I don't know. I haven't come
Yeah,
across I'll
I think
across
that's
that
the
bridge when I
rules.
get to it.
Yeah, I think that's the rules anyway. They're not supposed to be live unless
Yeah.
they're 18
Hector!
anyway.
Hi, Hector.
What's going
Hello,
on,
Captain.
Hector?
Brother.
Hey, Scorpion. Hey, Popzilla. How
My
you
brother.
doing? I've
Doing
known
well.
Pop for a long, long time.
The Wolfman.
Yep,
You do sound like the old wolf man.
All
I
right.
told him that a long time ago.
Yeah, you really do. And I'm from the Pittsburgh area, so I do know that some.
All right, all right.
That sounds
Yeah,
just like him.
Hi,
it feels
Partridge
good.
family.
Feels good to be back on the YouTubes. I've been absent for about a couple months.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
hadn't seen you in a while.
same here, Pop. I haven't been on since January.
Wow.
Okay.
I'd be having withdrawals, guys.
Well, I thought the same thing, but no, there was some family issues. That's why I didn't come back on for a while.
Same here.
No need to discuss it. Sorry. I didn't mean it the way it came out. Just mean never mind.
You said it the best intentions. Just put it that way.
Yes, I did. I'm not rude. Only
No,
kidding.
ma'am.
All is well.
Yeah. So who was saying they were? Oh, it was some other channel I was just on. We were talking about getting into country music again.
Mm.
I hated country music until like my senior year of high school.
Which one turned you over? Which song was it?
Oh, man,
Stuck in your brain.
He was a
I
Dolly
don't.
Parton fan.
Or was it some of that old?
I think it was like Country Boy Will Survive or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Yes. Country boy will survive. Some of that whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
That's right.
It was
Silver
a second language learning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silver Spoon, I'm taking over your channel.
Yeah, go ahead. It's no big deal.
Dang it.
I don't mind at all.
Yeah, you don't talk very much.
No, if I don't have somebody face to face, it's a little difficult, you know.
Well, sweetheart, this is as close as we get is face to face.
Well, I don't know. I've already made a trip to Florida and met like 4 or 5
Well,
of the guys.
face to face here on YouTube right now. Now.
I got lucky. Scrapping, Hoarding, Tinkering Fun was down there on vacation. I got to meet him while I was down there too.
Nice. Right on. I love that dude.
Yeah. So, Chief Stacker and
He's a nice gentleman.
One of these days, I plan to make it to one of them coin shows. They don't have them out west.
Pirate.
I ain't
Well, they
seen
don't.
one coin show
I
out
ain't
west.
seen any. I haven't seen any close to me either. I want to make it to one. I went down there like we had a family member had passed away, and we wanted to go down, and we stayed. I think it was like almost a week and a half. But I mean, my wife has family down there and all. And while I was down there, I was like, man, I got to go meet Pirate Stacker and Chief Stacker, and
Right on. Hell yeah.
um, I took my big melting thing with me and melted stuff with Chief Stacker and Silver Stallion. He was there, and yeah, we had a blast.
That's awesome.
I like how Chief has come and put the stones and stuff that in with his melting of his silver and well, is he doing silver or is it gold? Copper.
Silver.
Silver.
So
Okay.
well, he does
But
silver and copper both.
yeah, last time I seen he was doing some coppers and that's my brain was
Partridge Family. If I can retire in 3.5 years, I'll come visit, buddy.
Mm.
We'll go dredge a creek or stream or whatever. See what we can find.
Hell yes. Knock over a 7-Eleven at least.
We'll make it memorable somehow.
You ain't gonna forget it. Just say that.
Hi King Titus.
Uh, yeah, gotta do something.
Uh,
So what's this? You don't read books?
No, I don't hardly read anything. If I if I buy something, even if it's expensive, I just throw the directions in the trash and then start putting it together.
Sounds about right.
I just don't remember what I read most of the time.
It's not the reading. It's I'll bet you have what they call that where the background's white in it and you have a bright light above you, just like your tablet right there.
Hmm.
If it wasn't for your own handwriting, that I bet you would have a hard time reading it because of the lighting and that. Because black and white for certain people can't read well on
mm.
that. On that. That's why
Wait a minute.
a lot of people cannot read history books and that because of that.
That's why they paint the walls pink in prison. For that exact reason.
Well, I thought it was orange.
Oh, no, that's
Hey,
the jumpsuit.
hey, Dreadpool. Cujo, you telling me
Hi,
spectaculars
Dreadful.
down there in Florida and I missed them?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. See, I'm gonna have to go back to Florida now. Let's see. He says Pirate Stacker, Plumber Stacker, Chief, Florida Stacker. I did not get to meet. I don't think I found his channel until after I come back. Um, there's at least two or three others that are down there in Florida too. There's a bunch down there in Florida. I can't recall who they are off the top of my head. Silver Stallion, I know he's down there. I think my box is going to one of the other people. Is it Backyard Scrapping or BR Chef? I don't know. One of them's down there. I think it's BR Chef.
BR Chef.
Yeah, he's down there in Florida.
Hi, Irish Collector. Hi, Coin World UK.
Coin World UK. What's going on, buddy?
Hi, Rocky Mountain Bear.
Coin World UK.
Hey, Dale.
SMK. I just found SMK the other day. They're down there in Florida. Yeah. I think Florida is the YouTube capital.
If one comes close to me, I'm going there. Hey, it seems like they're all in Ohio or Florida. What's up? Idaho and can't get a break.
Or Canada.
Damn.
What state you
Oh,
from,
yeah.
Pops?
Freaking Canada. I'm up in Idaho.
Idaho.
I'm right next. I could get to the East Coast real quick, but nah. Yeah, it's all about guns and whatever over here.
That's right.
You
The
can't
Irish
get it.
collector. What's going on?
Irish. One coin show is all I want. That's all I ask for.
Don't they
K
have that one
Titus,
done in Texas?
K Titus, you can mail something in, dude. You can send it in that way. That's what a lot of people are doing. I've got a whole box of stuff that people have sent in, and it's still pouring in. Feel free, and I'll add your link in too, like I've done everybody else. That's what I'm trying to do is get everybody in for the box. But yeah, I couldn't imagine the shipping going to you and coming back. It'd probably be like 25, $30 both ways, at least.
How many pounds?
I have no idea. I put it in a medium size. If it fits, it ships. And so far, that's what it stayed in. But
Yeah, if you that'd be the best when you're shipping over the other countries, and that is using the UPS United States Postal Box.
yeah, well, see, it's a different price. It doesn't. That's only inside U.S. that price stays.
Oh, okay.
If you send it overseas, it goes by weight. And yeah, I put
Have you connected with Pirate Ship
yes, I use that.
Are
and the black
y'all
bag?
doing a boomerang box?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me. What? I never heard about this.
Well, man.
Oh, I'm gonna look. Hold on now. Somebody drop a link. I gotta track this.
Uh,
Man,
I heard the website, but I never used it.
Yeah,
the pirate.
just type in pirate ship. It's
Pirate
really
Ship.
easy to set up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you use
because
the
I just
black bag, black box, silver
Black
scorpion?
black box? No,
Okay. You take your construction bags, the big black construction bags, and as long as it's under the 13 inches by 13 inches, it'll ship almost like it'd be an envelope. But they call it a box in the bag. Once you put that black bag over, like take
Box in the bag.
box
Bag
in
in
the
the
bag,
box.
and you're paying half the amount. I shipped something over to Australia, and they wanted to charge me 140 or some dollars.
wow.
But once I put it in the box in the bag, yeah, it only cost me like $40. So
All right, K Titus, I will definitely email you. Um, so who just said that? Coin caption. Start more than one box. Yeah, so I sent a box out to the coin community, and it's on its
All right.
fourth stop, I think.
Dang, I'm gonna
The
have to
card
catch it.
community. Yeah, I sent it to the card community. It's on its fourth stop. Ours is right now with full push,
Sweet.
and I just dropped that link in the chat for you, Popzilla.
All right, man. I missed. I'll follow it
yeah,
though.
Pops,
That's
go to my
badass.
channel and you'll see how to do it in that. Especially if you're sending anything that's points in that, you it protects it so no one can get in there and steal your products.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I normally
um,
when I ship something, I normally put it in one of those bags that's got the bubbles on the inside and it's
Hmm.
plastic on the outside, and then I wrap it completely in ship in boxing tape or whatever you call it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody gets in it, it's on purpose. It can't be done by accidentally.
Well, I did a video stating that it's best to take whatever you have and tape it down to the box itself. That way, if even if someone broke in, saying accidentally it ripped and broke open, they just reach in. Well, when they have to um, actually go in there and grab the product, they have to take it, pulling it from the tape from the box. That way, it's secured.
Yeah,
And with the post office says, hey, it got lost because it busted open, you can say no, it got busted, it got taken because it was taped to the box. I mean,
that's
someone's
right.
hand had to go in there, pull it out.
So like my first giveaway, I had a problem. I
I'm,
lost. I
I'm
think I
sorry.
sent out like 5 things, and I lost like 2 or 3 of them in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Like the envelope showed up, but what was in it was gone. And I was
Yep.
like, no, no, never again. So I replaced those things and resent them back out, just because I felt like it was the right thing to do. And since then, I have had nothing stolen or lost. I'll ship everything with um, tracking and everything. You know, bro, what's up?
I'm sorry. I talk too much.
Oh no, you're fine. It's
I saw a
8:28 UK.
sorry.
Go ahead,
I
Hector.
saw a video. I saw a video on where they took those flat rate boxes that you get from the post office,
Mm-hmm.
and because it wasn't the regular size item that could fit in the regular whatever box that she took, or it's a video that I saw, she took out and added more. What would you call it?
She extended the
Crease.
box from another one. Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
no, no, not from another one, not from another one, but from the same box where it was just like an inch or two larger or smaller than the length and width of the box. She actually cut into it like perforated corners, and as she flattened it out, as long as it fit in there, they still charge you the same $5 or $8 or $15 on the flat
Yeah.
rate.
Yeah. Any
Nice.
that's UPS. United Post Office. That's a
Right.
flat rate box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the stuff that I sent to the coin community is a wooden box with a clasp on it that I taped closed, and then I put that inside the medium flat rate, and I packed it so nothing would move around or anything in it. So
Yeah, that's how I
that
do.
should be good. But I mean, I
It was
started it with probably $300 worth of stuff in there.
I used to work at the post office in the bulk center, um, doing packages and big containers and all that. And I remember, I don't see how they can do that because you don't have time. I know the people because you got people in the walkways up and behind the mirrors, up above the floor. I think it's when they go away to the houses or between shipments because I know they don't do it in centers.
No, because there's the cameras and that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know.
And you don't have time because
Jay,
you got to unload the trucks and you got to do something else after that, and can't
there.
take anything with you. So
I sent mine to 12 individual YouTubers across the country, and they came back perfect, intact every time. It was good.
mhm.
Not
nice.
everybody's nefarious out there, you know.
No, no.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, my brother-in-law has one building. He's a postal worker, and he only delivers mail to one building. It's so big that it takes him an 8-hour shift to do one building.
Uh,
At least one
big.
thing, he knows his route.
Well, it's still 40 stories. It's still 40 stories, and there's like I don't know 60 apartments in
Yeah.
each floor. Yeah,
Yeah.
but all it takes is one person on that list
yeah.
to rip off the box and then not say nothing and then blame it on everybody else.
That's right.
I don't.
That's why I send it with tracking. So I mean, if something happens to it, it's like, okay, this box is tracked. You need to go look at so and so or wherever. This is where it disappeared at, and
Yeah.
because I mean, it's crazy. J.K. Pioneer, yeah. So we were watching. I believe you commented on a plexiglass video earlier today where a guy was shooting it with different caliber rounds, and you said something about coating it and the rounds wouldn't go through it. That's what I was going to ask you about. Hector done got famous all of a sudden. Phone's blowing up.
Well, I'm gonna
What
let you guys talk. Guy talk. I'm
All
sorry.
right, KK. Well, thanks for coming by.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful, blessed night.
Not
You
sure.
too, KK.
Bye bye.
The reason I came up because I wanted to have a chat with Pop for a little bit.
What's
But,
up,
Go
brother?
for it. Go for it.
I just wanted to tell you, hey, I miss talking to you, son.
Yeah, it's been a while. I
Yeah.
missed you too, brother. Missed you too, man.
I was, the thing is there's so many channels between coin collecting, metal detecting, pouring. It seems like this crossing. I mean, I met a guy the other day that was into tools, and I got him interested in coins. Well, he was always interested before. It's just that he didn't have any contact yet.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I like that. I like where people have interest in other things and other than just one area.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I found a lot of the card collectors also collect coins.
Yeah, I have cards.
Yeah,
I got most of my cards are from the 70s and 80s.
that's right. Mine are too. I just got to find them. They're at my dad's house somewhere.
Ooh,
Wait, you say cards or cars? Automobiles.
card.
Cards.
Well, I have that. I have that too. I have 7 cards to work on.
Okay.
7 projects.
Dang.
Yeah.
All my cars are from the 80s. But not
Yeah, but
on
I was
purpose.
I was what, in my 40s? No, I was in my 20s then. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had my dad's set. He collected. He was 93 when he passed 3 years ago, and he was collecting in the 1930s.
Huh.
I'd like to have his set, but that was shoot a long time ago.
Coins or automobiles? I mixed up.
Cards,
Oh, cards.
baseball cards.
Okay. The Hank Aaron and the Babe
No,
Ruth.
Babe Ruth era, yeah. Babe Ruth was in the 20s and 30s, and Willie Mays was in the 50s and 60s.
Nice. I got a few sports cards, but nothing like no rare ones like those.
Did you hear the one that was sold today at an auction? The
No.
Horace Wagner one?
Oh shoot, no. What was it?
6.5 million.
Oh
Wow.
goodness. Somebody has too much money on their hands.
That's very few
If they're gonna
people.
pay that much for a baseball card, hey, simmer down. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying he couldn't buy it. He shouldn't buy it. But if you got that much money, damn dog. That's a shit. All right. I'll be quiet.
No, you don't have to be quiet there.
It's not shame on the billionaires night or anything like that. But damn.
Hey, Pop, did you get my last comment on your singing video?
No. My new one?
Yep.
I haven't checked. Did you like that one?
Oh, heck yeah.
I liked it too. It felt good. That's why the only reason I came out of hiding, I had to put that up.
No, that's cool. I mean, like I told you, you sound like Wolfman. You gotta tell him the story about the Wolfman in the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of
Hey,
people don't know
Thug,
about
what's
him
up?
anymore.
I'll put
Hey, number one Thug. He's another person I just met just recently.
Thug
Yeah.
Nation. All right.
Yeah, there's so many different
48.
types of cards now. There's garbage pail, like Monica
Oh,
says.
Oh yeah. That's my style. I got the 82 series of
I've forgotten about
I'll
them.
give you a cards that you guys probably had never heard of. The Rat Rags.
Nah,
No, never heard of it.
It was back in the early 70s, late 60s, where there were like monster
the Rat Pack.
monster type rat. Well, they were that's what they were called, rat packs. You could, and they were like monsters and like that.
Okay.
And I haven't seen those around yet, and it's been what, since 1970, 1969.
That's a little bit before my time.
Yeah, you're as old as we've been married. My wife and I.
I got some Elvis cards though, the old black and white Elvis cards from the 50s. I got a good stack of those. Those are nice. And
yeah,
then,
I like to start collecting old movie posters, like from King Kong from the 1939 series.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're about $1,000 a piece.
Oh damn! No, I don't need none of those.
Yeah,
I can't even afford to buy gold.
I bet you can get a copy from China.
Oh yeah,
$14.
I can get a copy, but I like to have the original. Because everything I'm collecting now, like my trucks, they're for my kids and my grandkids.
I hear you.
I'm gonna leave them something.
Yeah.
rather than buying a new car. Jeez, I wanted to buy a truck, last year, and it was a Chevy Silverado, the big one, and then I saw a Denali.
Oh
They were
shit.
They were $90,000.
The Denali. Wait, kids, hold up. Hold up.
Those are not trucks.
The
Those
Denali.
they're not trucks. They're luxury,
Dude,
oversized
it's a
pickups.
4-wheel drive limo, is what it is.
Yeah, oh, they're nice, but I mean, I still have a ranch to work on. I couldn't put a shovel in the back, or else they get it dirty. I mean, I'd be guilty of it. So I drive my dad's 1963 C10 fleet side.
That's what's up. That's
That's
what's
right.
up. The fleet side. That's what's up.
I mean,
Yeah,
They don't make them like they
in a
used
while.
to either.
I would
You
rather
want to
have
sell it?
one of those than any Escalade or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Old school, you can jump out, fix it. All you need is pliers and a rubber band, and you're back on
Duct
you're
tape.
back on the
Duct
road.
tape.
Duct
Duct
tape.
tape.
This new ones, these Hyundais and shit. You need 5 computer chips, a satellite, all this shit. Nah, I'm good.
That's right. Yeah. They don't build them like they used to either.
But too delicate.
That's why I bought my diesel truck. It's I don't know, 2006 or something like that. It'll last me forever, but Thug, I'll give you
But
Pop's link. Hold on, buddy.
a buddy of mine down the street just bought himself a 1990 Ford pickup, long bed, and it doesn't. I mean, it's not in bad shape. Paint's okay. Bed's kind of beat up a little bit on the inside. The outside's fine because it's got that double wall in it. But I
1500.
mean, that thing is a tank. I mean, it's got
You can get-
two what do you call it? 2 gas tanks on it. It's got, I don't know what size engine, but it's a pretty good size engine. But he hauls everything in it.
My neighbor just did the same thing.
And he could afford to buy a new. He's a correctional officer, so he makes pretty good money. And he said, I bought this for $4,300. I can fix anything on this thing.
Yep.
Well, I did not really mean to do that, but okay.
Who'd you ban?
I'm trying to pull your link, and here we go.
Oh, you reported Popzilla?
Oh, oh God. I'll see y'all in another couple months.
Look, there's Popzilla's link.
That happened a few times when someone's new to I guess to YouTube or something. This guy, he's calling his other friends in the same channel. I won't say what channel it happened and who it happened to, but the new guy started clicking on people to get their links, and they kept putting block them.
Oh damn.
And because the other guys in the same channel were calling each other up. So why'd you block me? What did It must have been the new guy, and sure enough, they found out it was the guy who was blocking everybody because he didn't know what to do. He thought he was removing his statements or somebody, but they started blocking everybody.
Oh.
So everybody started calling each other. Why'd you block me? I didn't block you. No, it must be the new guy. It sure was.
It's hilarious.
So he could. I mean, the guy who ran the channel couldn't figure out how come no one's talking in here. He must have had about 8 or 9 people, and so I was in the stream too, and I called him up. Says, "Hey, how come I got blocked?" And he goes, "It wasn't me." I said, "Well, somebody's blocking everybody. Everybody's calling me, and I'm calling you now." Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, so front wheel drives or all wheel drives and all kinds of stuff. JK, I just paid 25,000 for my Dodge. It's a mega cab diesel, and it had I think it was just over 100,000 miles on it. It's like everybody wants one. So yeah, but I know it'll last me forever. I mean, it's got like 150,000 miles on it now. So I mean, diesel engine, it's just broke in good.
There it is. There, broke in good. That's the key.
Yeah,
Share
it's
mine.
worth the extra $10,000 to get a diesel engine.
I never had one myself. Can't put
Yeah,
them
neither
down.
have I. I mean, the only close thing I got to it was a 9N tractor and what else? Oh, driving for a raisin. That was it. I never owned the trucks.
I mean,
Tractor. You know you ain't got no 9-inch tractor. You know
9N
that's
or
what 6.5-inch tractor at tops. Come on now.
oh, you got me there.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, I don't know that I needed to have one, but I do a lot of farm work. Um, Sometimes you got to hook up to something that's a little heavy. Um, Dad's got a dump trailer, and you can put a whole lot of weight in a dump trailer real fast and not know that it's in there.
y'all
I've
nasty. My daddy put it all in the dump trailer real quick. Come on now.
uh, yeah, I hooked that thing up. I had a 12 passenger van. It was an E series, and I mean, it would do pretty good. But there's a couple times I had to pull that thing all the way down in low one just to make it start moving. I was like, yeah, I'm overworking this poor little thing. Night Thug, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming by.
All right, Knight. See you, Thug. Well, I went to the car dealership last month, and man, the prices of even the used cars have gone up.
Yeah, well, see, they can't get the chips for the new ones, so all they can sell is the used ones right now until they get that sorted out or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's crazy. The used prices have gone sky high. Yeah, Philip, you're right. You're right. The transmission issues, but that's it. But there's a guy here I can, get to rebuild my transmission. It'll never come out.
Is there a better transmission for a diesel than the original?
Dodge always had transmission issues.
Uh huh.
Um, it they just didn't build them tough enough.
Too
It
much
was the
torque.
yeah that was the problem. They just didn't build them good enough. Um, but there's a guy down here lives close. He can pull my transmission out and rebuild it, and I'll never have issue out of it ever. The way he builds them, he builds it for extra torque and horsepower and everything else, whatever I tell him I want. So costs me a little something, but won't have a problem no more.
Well, you buy something cheap, you buy it all the time. You buy something good, you only buy it once.
That's right. That's right. You get what you pay for, regretfully.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only weak point in Dodges was their transmissions.
I tell you one thing. Back in the '70s and '60s, those are the ugliest looking trucks I've seen. The Dodge ones.
Yeah.
And now there's a guy down the street who just bought himself a three quarter three quarter ton long bed with it's got a turquoise or kind of green colored two tone with a white top on it, and he's just cleaned it up. I mean, he didn't do anything to it other than just cleaning it up, and it looks pretty nice. I mean, I guess maybe because it's nostalgia or whatever, but he was going to buy a new truck, but he saw that one for $1,500 and he bought it.
Wow. Philip never had training issues, knock on wood. There's a guy with 1.7 million miles on his '06 Cummins. That is insane. Yeah, my friend's got his is what 3,500 or 350 or whatever crew cab dually, and he told me it's a 1,000,000 mile engine for you have to worry about rebuilding it. But
Dang.
that's one of the reasons I bought the '06. That was right before they started adding all that stuff for pollution and all on there. And yeah, you can do anything you want to the truck. I can spend $6,000 and double the horsepower and torque out of it.
What about the new Ford electric?
Oh, I don't know.
It says it has a lot of torque in it.
Well, they've got the I don't remember what it's called, but anyway, it'll do like 0 to 60 faster than most most other vehicles that are out there.
My
Um,
brother-in-law has a Tesla. He does 0
there
to
you
60
go.
in 2.6 seconds.
Yeah, Tesla. That's what I was thinking of. There's a guy on YouTube that drives a Tesla around, giving people rides, whatever that app is, and he does that. You get to see their reaction. It's hilarious. The transmission in my truck's been rebuilt twice at
Wow.
150,000 miles.
And how many miles do you think you have it on right now?
On the transmission,
That you've driven. Yeah, that you've driven.
30,000 probably.
Well, you got a ways to go then.
Yeah. And if there was any upgrades that needed to be done, it would have been done when they rebuilt it. So hopefully I won't have any more issues. But only issue mine gives me is like it doesn't know which gear to change to if I'm being easy on the pedal. If you go on and give it some fuel, it doesn't have any problem.
Yeah, I was watching live on TV when that Elon Musk was debuting his electric truck, and he threw a baseball. He broke the window on the side, passenger driver's side, right on TV. Premiering first day. Oh, it wasn't supposed to do that. I said, no shit. But I mean, my grandson thinks it's a nice looking truck, and it's kind of like that. What's that one jet that's supposed to be stealthy? The one with it's not the bomber. Oh
I'm
shit,
not
what's it
sure.
called? It's that the F-117 or something like that. It's got all the angles on it. That's what it reminds me of.
SR-71 Blackbird.
No, that's the spy plane. This one here it's a delta wing, and it's kind of odd looking. Looks like oddly built.
F-119.
I mean, sure, but it's all black. I know that. And it's got all the armament underneath its body. Two pilot.
I remember being out when I went to kindergarten and whatnot, elementary school out there in California.
Mm-hmm.
Man, right there, right next to Edwards Air Force Base, we used to see all kinds of crazy shit. I even went to the first landing of the space shuttle right there. It was one of our field
cool.
trips. Yeah.
Yeah, my uncle was a retired Air Force mechanic. I think he went above sergeant. I'm not sure what his rank was, but
A
he
lot of
spent
stuff
20.
happens out there.
Yeah, well, he was working on some stuff that he said he couldn't talk about.
Yeah.
He worked over at the Cal Air Force Base where the B-52 bombers were at, and the nuclear bombs were stored.
Yeah.
Yeah, stealth bomber is what I was thinking, but he said it wasn't a bomber. JK says F-119 stealth fighter.
Yeah, it was 117 or 119. Yeah, it must have been 119. I remember it was a double 11.
To dive and detect, you got to let me know when you come down to Virginia. Try to let me know ahead of time. Shoot me an email. It'd be nice if I knew about a month in advance. I might be able to do something.
I almost bought a musket ball from the what's it called? The Atosha, La Nuestra Familia La Atosha. It was a Spanish galleon that sunk off the Florida coast, and the guy Mel Fisher found something like $8 billion in gold,
Good day.
and he found the musket ball, and that's what started him looking further and further because he was looking for it for years. And he had passed away, and his kids, were wearing these big old Spanish gold necklaces and selling musket balls at $25 a piece. That's
That's
about it.
crazy.
Yeah, but there's quite a few from South Carolina, North Carolina, all the way down to Florida, off the coast of Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic. A lot of ships have gone sunk by weather storms, like hurricanes, whatever. But that was the first one that I took my son to when he first found it. There was a jewelry store that was showing off these jewelry and two-finger gold bars, because they would put two fingers in the sand and they would pour the hot mold in the sand instead of, like regular, I guess, bars. And they would use the sand for the mold.
Hey, Amanda B. Yeah, that's what I do. I sand cast stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. His son did die. One of his sons in a big, he got caught in the water deep. I tried to go, well, I got scared because off the coast of California, Monterey, they do a lot of scuba diving off of Monterey. And I did it in college in the pool to get certified. And I didn't go to the coast and because they go down and the kelp beds are really bad there.
I actually got my open water scuba license in Hawaii.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What
On
shore did
vacation.
you do it?
Uh,
You do it
They
on Oahu?
they took us it was the Big Island, whichever one that one
Oh,
is. I don't even remember. Um, but yeah, they took us out on a boat one day, and he's like, "Yeah, I do scuba classes and all this." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on vacation, man. Count me in. Let's do it." So I had to go back a second day for him to finish doing everything else I had to do.
man, my brother-in-law lives in Hawaii. He lives
Hey,
in
Wolf, what's going
Maui.
on? Yeah, it was
Amanda,
kind of neat. He took us down in a cove where there was a shark, and my wife at the time about had a conniption. I ain't never seen nobody beat nobody up underwater before, but she was beating the crap out of the instructor.
oh, jeez. So she panicked in the water?
Yeah, when she saw the shark, she did.
Yeah, I was and I can't pronounce correctly the name, but you probably get the gist of it. We were on Oahu. We had just finished going to Pearl City and went to Pearl Harbor, and we went to a few places, the Polynesian Center and all that. And then we went to Huamanama Bay. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, but we went over there, and you could almost swim a mile out, and you're still standing on coral. You can't stand on it because you'll get your feet cut up, but um, it was pretty
Oh,
far
that's
out
cool.
there. Yeah, almost a mile off the shore. And I could swim, but I didn't think I could swim that far. And the lifeguards were saying, no, we let people go out there that far because the water's so salty here that they float, so it's easy to swim that far out. You do that in California, you're probably frozen by the time you get 20 feet from the shore.
Yeah.
Hey, Pop, are you still working as a manager for the restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, good job.
It's all right. Oh, I'm not mad at it.
What? I don't understand. I thought you wanted to go back.
I did. That's why I'm not mad at
Okay.
it. I mean,
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you were giving me like a bad vibe on it, but that's cool.
no, I'm good. Everything.
What's up, Lemonhead?
Yeah. Lemonade
Hey,
in
did
the house. My
Yeah.
brother. My
hey Pop, did
brother.
you find anything good in the coins or just in the bills or
Uh,
anything like that? Yeah, not anything yet
not
lately.
not recently. Nah.
Let me see. Hmm.
I have a few times in the 20 years I've been there, but not
Oh, I
recently.
can imagine.
But yeah, I've been scoring. Hey, Hector, I'm not sure your opinion on this.
What's
Um,
that?
Scoring the new products from the U.S. Mint that have been coming out,
Oh,
like the
well,
new
you
peace
mean the
dollars, the
Eagles,
new
the
Morgans.
Morgan?
Yeah,
Did you get a gold one?
I got one Morgan, and then I got it, the one with no mint mark. Then I got three peace dollars. Man, I can't wait.
Shoot, I can't even get. I only got the last time I got ASA is the one with the World War II, with the privy sign on it, the 75th anniversary. It's the only one I got.
I don't know about that one, but it sounds
Yeah,
good. I'm glad you got
they
it.
came out in they came out in November.
Huh. But and then check this out on the
Yes, sir.
24th
Yes,
in
sir.
about next week, the
Yes,
24th,
sir.
they come out with a 2 coin reverse proof set of American Silver Eagles. One of them is type 1 and one of them is type 2.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna try too. My main goal by next year, I want to get at least two 50 peso Libertads, gold ones.
Oh my.
That's my goal next year.
That's a lot of gold there.
I just want two coins. That's all. That's it. Two coins.
The
That's
one
it.
ouncers,
Mm-hmm.
the fat daddies. Hell yeah. Get them, bro. Get them.
Yeah, see, I got
Yeah.
the first version and the second version of the Silver Eagle, um, MS-70. You know, encapsulated or whatever, graded and all.
Are
But
they
that's
reverse proof?
no, no.
Okay. All right then. Simmer
Well,
down now.
we
No,
lost them.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't normally do the whole
I know a lot of
graded
people.
stuff, but I figured just beginning of the year or something new, whatever. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like, yeah, I'll
yeah.
get that.
You can never go wrong with it. I'll tell you that.
That's right.
It's not going down anytime soon.
Lemon head. That's how it starts. Just 2 coins.
Oh, I missed
Oh me, that's crazy.
2
There he
coins.
is.
Oh man.
Sorry about that. I was getting myself readjusted and I hit the leave button by accident.
Welcome back, sir. But
Thank you
man,
very much.
remember that the 2019 reverse proof. I ended up
Mm-hmm.
getting that one. Got it for $63. Sold it for 1,800. Can't go wrong on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. You know those the cherry pickers guide,
No.
the big books where
Oh yeah, yeah.
I bought 8 of them for $40 a piece.
The books.
Mm-hmm.
You making money off the books?
Yep.
Damn. That's how you do it right there then.
I'm selling them for starting at 200.
Oh my.
Dang.
There it is. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Hey, if you're
Wolfriera.
making money off the book, just imagine the coins.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. It's not a secret. It's if you don't follow it, but
Yeah.
during the Mexican Revolution time, back between 1910 and 1924, there was gold being robbed from the federal Mexican government by Pancho Villa and Emilio Zapata. Pancho Villa would turn the gold from the federal government into his own. He did his own design. If you can find one of those puppies,
Huh.
you're looking at probably 3 or 4 or 10 times, depending on the condition of the coin, than the face value of spot gold.
Dang.
And I came across an article where this guy found one in an abandoned house, and it was like an old ranch, big ranch, hacienda, and he walks in, he starts searching the thing, and comes out with one bunch of via gold coin. Yeah.
Well, if you can figure out where there might be one at, I'll take some time off from work and we'll go treasure hunt.
Well,
Rip
Mexico's
Sticks
got.
Outdoors. What's up,
Well,
buddy?
Mexico, they do a lot of buried treasure. Tell you that
How
right
much are
now.
how much are they paying for fake ones? I can afford.
What can you afford? What you want to pay?
Oh shit!
River Sticks says he's in too. He's ready.
Let's do it.
You know, just north of me. Well, actually, northeast of me. There's places up there that's got a lot of names with the word gold in it, like coarse gold, crescent gold. Places up here that a lot of mining. And I can't remember the group of people. There are a group of guys that go up to the hills, and when there's a big rain, which is really rare in California, they go to the dry beds of rivers that's higher in the mountains,
Yeah.
and they've been
The
coming
flash
down with some
floods.
stuff. Yeah, they've been coming down with some stuff.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
California was the original king of the gold rush. Shit, they didn't even get half of it out. Whatever was there is most of it's still there. It just takes a
Mm,
lot more than a shovel and pickaxe to get to it.
yeah, the engineering, the manpower takes a
Yeah,
lot of bucks nowadays. But if you can find it on top of the ground, then you're better off.
I think they pretty much got most of that.
Well, they're still panning up in where is that?
Yeah, they're still
Not, never,
panning.
not No, it's up in near Sonora, I think. There's a place that they still pan gold.
Well, everywhere they still pan gold, but they only get like, you know, you could spend all day and get $20 or $30 worth or something.
Oh, you mean like flakes instead of
Yeah,
nuggets?
yeah,
And
like out of creeks and rivers and shit. It's always there, but it's a lot of work for. It depends. You might not get lucky. You could.
Silver Scorpion says it's almost bedtime.
All
Yeah,
right, brother. All right. It was good to
it's one
talk to you.
o'clock in the morning here in California. What time is it at your place, Pops?
2:04 in the AM.
Oh, we got Lemonhead up here now. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. Yeah, it's 4:04 a.m. here.
Damn.
What? Jeez, you're back east?
Yeah, I'm East Coast.
Oh man, you don't go to work tomorrow. I mean, you don't work today, do you?
I don't go to work till 2 p.m.
Oh, that's good.
I tend to
At least you
stay
can
up
sleep
at
in.
night when I'm on that shift, and I'm either pouring stuff or sanding or making a video, something like that. East Tennessee 404 JK. He's at work.
What's happening,
It's,
y'all?
What's
I'm
going
in
on, David?
California, so is Lemonhead.
Yep,
The
Southern California.
105 right now.
Yeah, same thing here. What's good, man? How you guys doing?
All good, all good.
Mr. Pops, man. How you
Mr.
been, brother?
Lemonhead. I'm all right. I'm trying.
Yeah, good. That's always good to see Pops, man. And Silver Scorpion, I wanted to thank you, man, for putting for dropping my channel and one of the videos you did with the Alexander Smith thing.
Yeah, no problem,
Thank
man.
you, bro. I appreciate that.
Hey,
And how
Zach.
my juice is flowing, Hector. So Pancho
How-
Villa and his gang, they robbed a train, and it was a train that was like carrying silver, and it was a postal train, I believe, if I remember correctly. They murdered.
If it wasn't the one in Durango, yeah.
I don't remember his
It was
Durango, but
directed by
to get to
Quentin
the point-
Tarantino.
To get to the point, it was only silver. He only paid his men in silver. He never paid them in gold, but he did stamp his own coin. So what he did,
Yep.
they murdered like 6 guys on this train too. It was actually the last train robbery he did that made our government go after him hardcore. And
Yeah, Jack
silver
Percy,
that
Black
he
Jack
used
Percy.
from that train robbery, he printed, and it's a famous, very hard to find nickel, and the nickname of it is called Two Bulls. I've only ever in my life seen like two of them online in pictures. One was used to make a custom knife maker, guy in Mexico, that he put it in the handle of the knife he made. Pretty badass too.
Dang.
But right now it's like I was asked 2 years ago that maybe if I could find that one for a customer, and I told him, and once I did the research and found out, I knew it was like he'd always smile when he asked me, "Hey, get the two bulls yet?" I knew something was up. It's like it's probably one I'm never ever gonna find.
Hey, let me tell you, my grandfather fought with Pancho Villa.
Yeah, wow.
And the legend wasn't told to me by him because he died before he died before I was born, 2 years before.
Yeah.
But he told my dad, and my dad told me, and my other grandfather, my paternal grandfather, also was with Emilio Zapata. There was this a cachet that's supposed to have been where he transported to pay his generals and his people. Well, most of the people didn't get paid. It was mostly to buy armaments and mostly to buy food and other things that they needed for the war effort. But I remember my grandfather was a young boy. He was born in 1907. So he must have been 7, 10 years old and up to his adulthood, 21, when the war was over, the revolution. But I remember my grandfather on my mom's side would tell us that there was Mexican gold in his house that was traded and bartered for silver because gold was too easy to be stolen because it attracted more, and silver was more because it could look like regular coins. That's one of the things. But there's a treasure of Pancho Villa still not found. One of the train robberies, he was being chased by the federales. It's a legend. I don't have any details. I can't verify it for sure, but there was somewhere in Durango. There's a stash.
Yeah, oh, I can imagine there's lots and lots of stories, because
Pancho and
I mean,
Lefty.
I don't know about Zapata, but I know that Pancho Villa just raped and pillaged everywhere he went. He was a pretty bad mojo.
So full push to the
that
box.
dude was harder. He was harder on his own people than anybody.
It's about
But he did
45
transfer
minutes
the
left
silver.
on the upload.
His plata or what's the old saying? Or pleito? Plata or pleito?
The fight?
Oh no, I just the either silver or how do you say that? You know the saying. It's like a famous saying. Plata or pleito.
No. You're saying silver or lead?
Yeah, or silver or lead. Your life, same thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like lead from a good bullet. Yeah.
It's plata or
Plata
plomo.
or plomo. Okay. Thank you, Rocky Mountain Bear. What's happening, brother? Hey, Pops. I had to spend a couple years out in Lancaster once. Maybe
Yes.
rumor has it.
Okay.
And when I used to work, I had to work every other day for the road department out there, right? And we would eat lunch at this like little man-made lake at a park. And dude, like twice a week from Edwards Air Force, they would fly.
Apollo? Was it the Apollo Park? Apollo
You know
Park.
what? I think it is, dude. This is 20 plus years ago. You know what?
Yes.
That sounds correct.
Yes, we used to do picnics.
They would test the bombers, the bombers, and they would break the sound barrier, dude, and do a sonic boom. It was the coolest shit ever.
Right there, where we were out having playground recess. It was like pow 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 overhead.
Yeah, it was like
damn, that's badass.
And to see those stealth bombers was like awe inspiring, bro. I'll never forget that all my days. Yeah, Edwards Air Force Base.
Yep.
I remember
Not
that.
everybody gets to see that shit.
We have the national.
I don't even know who that is. No, I haven't. Rocky Mountain Bear.
We have the National Guard flyover. We had a lot of flyovers too, and they started at 10 o'clock in the morning. Good thing they started earlier. But we had flyovers from the Air Force Base. It wasn't Air Force Base. It was National Guard attached to the Fresno Airport. And sometimes in the old days, 20, 30 years ago, geez, those guys would rip one. And Soundberry would shake the whole. Well, you probably heard it worse than we did, Pop, at Edwards.
There would be two in a row. There would be
Sonic
hitting
boom.
Mach 3 on that bitch.
Yeah.
Ba-pa! Oh shit!
It's one of the most great. Like if you've never heard a sonic boom,
2 in a row though.
I can't even explain. I can't even explain it. It's one of the like things you give you goosebumps, dude. Straight goosebumps. Pretty crazy. The man.
But once you get used to it, you ain't scared. You're just like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Get some.
yeah. They make you a patriot for sure.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
that's good. Dude, all those bombing missions in the first war in Iraq, those stealth bombers they used, those men got to come home and sleep in their beds in the States when they
Yep.
flew those missions. That's how badass those bombers are. They flew those missions from home and came home. Hey,
Jeez,
miles an hour.
I'm thinking about the guys who fly the drones in Afghanistan and places over there, and they're here in the United States flying by remote control.
with a PlayStation controller.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're young guys. They're video. Hey, don't get too mad at your kids if they sit there and play video games all day. It's a different world, man.
Oh, it's excellent. You know,
and
coordination
fighting for their
skills.
country. Yeah. It's crazy
Actually, it's
stuff,
the
man.
orientation of what each of the controllers are. Then, I mean, if you look at a PlayStation controller, there must be to see the toggles on each side, and you've got the triggers on right side. Then you have the left and right buttons on it. So there's like 6 or 8 control buttons. So they got to know exactly what
I
to do.
think there's like 14 on the new controllers, man.
Really?
Yeah.
All those studies in 10 years they came out. I don't know if you had ever caught any of those articles. All the tests to see if the video games were bad and all the stuff that we thought we knew, it was all polar opposite. These kids that play these games, they said that all the good that comes from it, they can take in so much mass information in such a quick time, and then to make decisions like out of 100, how many you can make correctly out of 100. These guys can make the right choice more often than not. The video gamer kids, they can take the info, process it, make the decision by making the right move or turn or whatever in a video game. And these games are so complex now that it's like it's good. It's not a bad thing.
Hey,
now if your kid never leaves the house, he's like he's 38 years old and insecure and never dated, that's different.
now, hey, you get the same kid in the restaurant and you don't know how to sweep a floor. Come on now.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing. In his dad,
All I said was sweep the floor.
I took the boy out to a construction job site a few times. I didn't want him to be the same thing as his old man, but he knows how to sweep a floor. But he makes a living video gaming, dude. How can I hate on that? I always tell him we're smart, not hard. So
I'm not saying anyone should hate on anything, but
yeah,
hey, that's 1 out of a million of kids that are like that. But
I feel for you, brother, because the work ethics in these kids nowadays. He don't sweep a floor. But
oh shit! You don't need no training to sweep a floor.
Yeah, you have the common sense God gave a goat, boy. Good Lord.
Here's a broom. Here's a floor.
That reminds me. Pop, it's like when you hire somebody, they don't know how to use a hammer. They don't know how to use leverage, or they don't know what a fulcrum is, or how to lift something easier and avoid, injury. I remember training a guy to cut and mark in the back, which means you get cases off of the shelf and cut the box open. You cut it in half, you drop, and you mark. This is one of the old days, and mark it inside. I said you should pull away from you cutting the box. And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, if you cut towards you, you're going to cut yourself." And he said, and we were using razor blades, and these are all, razors.
Yeah.
Well, I kept telling him, stop pulling it towards you, pull away and stand to the right. And then he says, "Which right?" I go, No, your right side. If you're going to pull it to your right, then you stand left. If you're going to pull it to your left side, go on the opposite side. Sure enough, before I even finished explaining that, he cuts himself.
Hey,
I mean,
I
right
work
above
with kids. They can't.
Hey, Rhonda, thanks for coming.
By looking at a real clock, they have to look at their phone. They can't tell time on a real clock no more. They don't even teach.
In my classroom, when the kid says I can't read the clock, I says, "Okay, everybody, put your stuff down. We're gonna learn how to read a clock." And they get pissed because if they tell me that, it's because they're either playing with me or avoiding the lesson. So I stopped, and they stopped doing that. They said, "Well, what time is it?" Or they don't say, "Well, I
Now
can't
they
read the
don't
clock."
say shit.
Right.
And if I had a peso for every time I had to teach a 20-year carpenter how to read a framing square, I'd be
Uh,
rich. You know what I'm saying? Like how this is like I think I'm in that generation. Where we Xers. I'm 45 years old, so it's like
yeah.
where it really started to in the last 25 years. Things have gotten bad when it comes to that old school type of like middle class workers and type jobs, man. But they get by just enough. But the technology, even in construction, has changed so much that you can't get away with not knowing what you're doing, man. And it's
Hey,
dangerous.
hey, Lemonhead. I don't. I think it's exposure because I grew up on a ranch. I worked in the fields. I helped, build a barn, construction on chicken coops, pig pens, concrete, wrought iron, welding. And no one taught me to do it exactly how it's supposed to be done professionally, right? So it's all
Yeah,
been,
no, I did it professionally for 25 years.
yeah, see, and I learned
It,
everything by hack and will. I mean, if it stick together, work
oh,
together,
no
and didn't
doubt,
fall
man.
apart.
There's no better teacher than experience. I mean, that's
Yeah.
God's truth. But there's
And I
two
think that's
ways
what
to
the
do
kids are
something.
nowadays.
You can do something a million ways, but to do it for a living is
Yeah,
different. You owe those people a professional job minimum. So I
right.
mean, like I'm talking like I was a contractor for 20 plus years, so it was a little different. But I taught myself how to weld, and I ended up being able to field weld steel columns, and I learned by reading a welding book and buying a welder. And I learned how to do a lot of trades, but I also learned that I learned a lot of stuff wrong, from people that I was getting the same maybe product at the end, but it was taking me twice as long. Those are the days that you kind of get your feelings hurt. You're like, damn, but it ain't their fault. I just learned from whoever didn't know it proper. But once you learn it, once I got into having my own business, there was a responsibility with that. So I had to learn things proper. So I made sure that things I wasn't real privy or really very versed in, because I was general contractor, that I learned, and it paid dividend, man. I went from just doing residential and remodels and kitchen and bath to airports, Bob Hope Airport, you name it. Like having people in Washington D.C. and the government come and get me to go build this stuff for them. So it's pretty
That
cool,
kind of
man.
reminds me. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I was saying it was like you learn. It's like you should want to always know how to do things proper. Like I was always stubborn as a stubborn. The young me, God, I'd kick that guy's ass if I could meet him now.
It's funny you
And
said because when I was working for Target stores, you remember the old Gemco stores?
yeah, shit, I think my mom worked at Jimco for a year.
Okay, so we were remodeling Gemco stores in California when I was working for Target stores, and we had to remodel. And when we gutted them out, I mean, we just took even the new old compressors were in there for
Yeah,
refrigeration and frozen food and all that.
yeah.
Well, I had to go in the stores and know what I was talking about. With electricity, commercial electricity is a lot different than home or
Oh,
residential.
oh boy, dude. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I had to come up on code. I had to know what I'm looking at. I knew what I had to do with refrigeration, the county code for rebuilding and remodeling stores. Man, that if it wasn't for that little bit of construction I did in my dad's place on the house that we built, the
Yeah,
barn, pig
yeah.
pens, I would have been totally toast. Totally toast.
Dude, that a little bit goes a long way, because at the end of
Yeah,
like the
and
trades overlap. Plumb is plumb, level's level, math is sound. So
yeah,
those are the things that all trades use, and they all like. So a lot of the guys out there, most of them, if they've been in trades for 10 or 20 years, all of them could probably repipe your house, rewire it. Like, it just, even if they never worked in those trades, because there's a lot of overlap. But if you never did it before, it's intimidating. It can
oh,
be
yeah,
pretty
because
intimidating.
I was talking to guys who were like 40 or 50 years old, and I was in my late 20s. What did
Yeah,
I know about construction, commercial sites, and like that, and remodeling?
yeah.
And that was
Dude,
a
I
big
did a lot
learning
of
curve.
the Southern California Walmarts when they started putting the grocery stores in them. I did a lot
Uh-huh.
of those, and those were Walmarts. They're kind of hardcore. I like Disney. Disney was worse on Nazis over there, but because you had to build walls inside, and they're in those big tilt ups, dust walls, just to keep the dust from the construction out, and you had to be done and gone as if nothing ever happened by 6 in the morning. They wouldn't let you in there until 11 at night. So we had to perform miracles, man. These were full remodels and additions to the insides of Walmarts. Man, there'd be stragglers. They were still finding people in like sections, like stealing and shopping. Like the craziest shit would go on. It was pretty fun time, but it was hard work, fast paced. But Disneyland, I did the animation studios. Built Frank Wells. Frank G. Wells was like a famous Disney guy, and I built that building. It was a pretty big deal at the time.
Two
And
guys are talking about green stamps and blue chip
They don't-
stamps. I remember those.
they
I
don't
remember
want
the
to see
senator.
the help at Disney. We had to eat out in the sun behind the building on asphalt in 110-degree heat because we couldn't be seen by the employees for Disney. It wasn't the animation studios isn't rides and all that. It's just where they do the movies with the cartoons and stuff. And Disney, they turn their nose up at you. They treat you like slaves, dude. But the money, Disney's check is good. That's like a cash right away. It's crazy.
I was looking at a statement by let's see, J.K. Pioneer. He said his dad got him with green stamps at Montgomery Wards. Man, some of those old places like Sears, Montgomery
Like
Wards,
Jimco.
Western Auto, they no longer exist.
I remember Jimco or Fedco. Fedco was one of the big one my grandparents used to go to.
I'll give you one even older than that. White Fronts.
Say again?
White Fronts.
Never heard of it, dude. You got me there.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
They became a subsidiary. They were a subsidiary of
Montgomery Wards.
no
that's a
Kmart.
goodie. Zodi's?
What about-
Anybody ever hear of Zodi's?
What about Woolworths?
Woolworths.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Pick
I've
and
only
save.
seen one of those. I've heard of it, but I only seen one in Long Beach when I
Y'all
was
know about Pick and
only.
Save?
Pick and Save?
How about Mayfair's?
Oh, yeah.
No, never heard of that one either.
Pick and Save.
Pick and Save was a man. My mama loved Pick and Save.
Hell yes.
Pick and
My
Save is
grandma
like
used to
today's
take me
Big
to those
Lots.
places.
Yeah, the 99 cent. Yeah, big. That's a better description. It was like it wasn't like 99 cents though. It was more like Big Lots. We were dirt floor poor, man. So my mom, she would stretch $20 bills.
Straight up.
I get a
Straight
toy. Only time I ever got a toy.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Do you guys have Fry's Electronics?
Famous
in your
Southern
area?
Belle.
Miss Southern Belle, how are you?
Donald, what's going on, buddy?
Miss Bell in the house.
To let y'all know, Full Push's videos will be up in about 30 minutes. Just under 30 minutes, his video will be up on the box.
T-minus county.
He said,
got
good
you
luck.
one.
Be there, be square.
Good luck to Tupac on repacking it.
Before Rite Aid, there was Thrifties, there was Roscoe's.
We still got Thrifties.
Five
I
and
got
dime.
Thrifties all the time. Save On. You ever heard of Save On?
Yep.
Yeah, we used to got Thrifty Save On. I ain't seen Save On in a long time.
Hey, what y'all know about Ralph's?
You know what? I live in Southern California, and Rouse's main distribution is right here in Compton, right next to me. Like I know the head maintenance dude. He's been there 50 years. My best friend's dad. All his boys. He got like 4 boys. They all work there. Yeah, Rouse is the bomb, man.
For real.
Now we got new though. The Rouse are getting pushed out, to be honest, and they got this. It's called Winco.
Oh shit.
It's an
Oh yeah, we got
owned. It's a
Winco.
great
We got
grocery
That's what we
store.
got, bro. That's what we got.
Hey, they're totally owned by all the employees, and I tell you, every time I go there, man,
Yeah.
they just work their butts off. They're all around. They're nice and helpful. Like I've never been in a grocery store and experienced that. I'm in love with this Winco place.
I like it. It's like Costco, but you ain't got no
price
fee,
is
no
good.
membership.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I bet you guys don't know what pack and saves are.
Packet saves.
Pick
They're
and
owned
Save.
by Safeway. Yeah, they're owned by Safeway.
I remember Pick and Save.
Okay. Yeah, these
And then we
places.
have Food for
Safeway,
Less.
that's an old one right there. And we used to have Albertsons, but they're gone. They got bought out. I think Safeway's got bought out by Albertsons, and Albertsons got bought out too.
Vaughn's,
Albertsons is still
Lucky's.
alive.
Yeah,
No.
Vaughn's is still around. That's kind of like higher end down here, Bonds.
Safeway took the shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Lemonhead, you ever heard of Gelson's?
Yes, I have heard of Gelson's. I have heard of Gelson's. What's the one that has all the fancy meats and the exotic stuff?
Trader Joe's.
No, it's like a Trader Joe's
Whole
but
Foods.
grocery store. No, and it's
Whole
not Whole
Foods.
Foods. There's one in Los
No?
Alamitos down here, and it's like you can get buffalo, you can get alligator. They got Kobe beef, stuff like that. It's the only place I know of. But it's if I say I can't remember the name, damn it. But it's pretty high end, like hot, like highfalutin.
The reason why I said Gelson's because it was in Beverly Hills. I used to work there when there was a strike.
Yeah, Gelson's is a big deal. It's high end. That's high end.
That's where you can pick up a Louis Vuitton watermelon for $18.95.
Probably all bedazzled. I would always tell the guys when we worked in Beverly Hills. Oh, I've done a lot of work in Beverly Hills. I used to tell them to bring their lunch because I didn't want them having to go off in all different directions to go get lunch because I know that half the crew wouldn't make it back. I'm like, boy,
we still got a couple Krogers around here, and I think they used to have like it was a day a week. It was like triple coupon day or something like that.
Dang, nice.
Yeah, Grandma would always be waiting on the Krogers to triple coupon day. She used to. So like my grandpa was shot and paralyzed, so my grandma took care of him for 30-some years, paralyzed from the neck down. So she would stretch money like you wouldn't believe. She would go to the store and buy like a buggy full of stuff, and the store would give her $10 or $15. Wow. She would make money buying groceries. I don't know how she used to do it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I know there's channels on here that do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy something off the U.S. Mint for $63 and you sell it for $18.
Oh, ain't no coupons for the Mint, boy. Yeah. I think the only coupon I ever tried with the Mint, I had to pay $100 extra. They charged me for the coupon.
It's in the FBI was at your door.
What's the stores that are on military bases? I forget what they're called. My uncle told me one time.
Exchanges and stuff.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, I went there one time.
Commissary.
The commissary.
Like,
you're thinking of the other.
When they had the Navy hospital right here, down the big one. It's Navy town. My family's all Navy. He used to take me, and I loved it, man, because they still had the full dress guards at the gate. And so for you to get in, my grandpa would get his medicine, and we do grocery shopping. Yeah. And it was like the coolest thing, man. These guys were on full guard, full dress, rifle. And I always liked going with my grandfather, and he was an officer, so it was like they always knew who my grandpa was. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Different times though, man. Different time. No, shipyards are all gone down here, and like if you moved to Long Beach, you wouldn't even know that the Navy built this town.
And Lemonhead, do you recognize the avatar I've got on?
It's a jalapeno, no?
No. It's a marijuana leaf.
No.
A chili, a green chili?
It's a taro leaf.
Like a Murano? Oh, okay.
No, it's a taro leaf, like in Hawaii.
All right.
It's the 24th Infantry.
I did
it's
not.
A shoulder
I wouldn't
patch.
have known that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you in the military?
No.
Oh, okay.
I took care of my dad for 12 years every day for 12 years, and he passed away 3 years ago. So I use that as to tell people, not to forget the military.
Yeah. Good man. I had quit my job and went through my savings, taking care of my mother, and to no prevail. Like she was just had too many ailments. So I've been there, bro. God bless you, Hector, for taking care.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But I just want to make sure that everybody takes care of their veterans because
it was the hardest thing I ever did.
Well, I missed Vietnam by I'd say 6 months to a year, but I graduated the same year that Saigon fell, and I was number 16 to go to the service because my dad said, "You signed up for the draft. If they call your number, you're gonna volunteer and you're gonna go Air Force or Navy or something like that." Because my grandfather was in World War I, my dad and his two brothers were in World War II. His brother was in Korea and Vietnam. and then my uncle was stationed in what's that place called in Berlin? The wall that used to be there.
East and West Berlin. Yeah, Germany.
Yeah,
Like Germany's one of the biggest bases we have overseas.
yeah, he was there during the Cold War.
What about the last 2 or 3 days? They just sent 6,000 more troops back to Afghanistan. Well, right in the middle of Taliban taking over everything.
Well, it's supposed to be only at the airport.
All out. We signed a treaty with the Taliban and all that. That's why I don't watch the news, man. To be honest, that's why I don't listen to news. I only consume what I choose and pick.
Me too. But I just check it out just to see what they're saying.
Stuff, you know.
I'm still curious what they're saying, though. I still like to just check it out.
I mean, it's hard not to. It's hard to get the good because they put between all the bad. You know, they do that shit on purpose.
Huh.
Hey,
but now,
what is that coin?
Why do we suck everybody out all of a sudden just to push everybody back in?
I dated that chick in high school.
Yeah.
Green eyes, pretty ass green eyes, but red. Oh, she was a butterface.
Green-eyed lady.
She was a butterface.
Yeah. What's up?
Whose coin is that?
Oh,
so this is new release. I think mine will be here Wednesday.
No way, that's rhodium.
Yeah, they got one in rhodium. They've got one colored.
It's rhodium
as
plated.
You see, if you put it in black light, the eyes glow and a message appears right here.
Yeah.
Is rhodium plating not? Is it like respectable? Because rhodium itself makes gold look small.
It's still silver.
They've got it.
It's rhodium
they've got
plated.
it in gold. They've got it in silver, and they have it antique.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Well, let me ask you this: then, how much is a rhodium in that coin?
Only one.
Let's see.
It's more. It's just novelty, is what it is.
Okay.
It's not nothing.
Hey, I'm sticking to silver, and that's my story.
There you go.
I don't remember what the price was.
I think it's like
Isn't rhodium one of the expensive ones?
Yeah, but it's only plated rhodium. It's not full.
Oh, so what's the base metal then?
Silver.
Really?
Yeah.
Limited mintage of 500. They don't even have price.
That's gonna go on like in a minute.
I bet not.
So the antique was a limited mintage of 3,000. Mine are on the way. I think they'll be here Wednesday.
Sweet.
I keep trying to get coins on the mint, and I always get told, 1, I'm a robot. 2, I got timed out. 3, there wasn't enough time to verify my actions on ordering it.
It takes you got to sit there and try again.
I did. I was there out there for a half hour.
Okay.
And then it says not available anymore.
Dang. Oh man.
Yeah.
Silver
I'm there at 10 minutes till.
Silver 5150 did a video on those coins today with more information than my little video.
Hey, pizza guy.
Hey, pizza guy, what's going on?
What's up, brother?
Pizza guy, what it do?
Every time I've tried for one of those U.S. mints, I've got it every time since the 2019.
Man, I'm gonna start sending you some money then. Jeez.
No, you can only get one, and it's for me. So I don't know. I can't help you.
Well, hey, when you don't want them, I'll call you.
Okay.
I was going to ask Hector for his phone number. The way he's talking about buying up gold coins, I can use a friend like that.
That's how the dealers do it, man. They offer they'll pay you ahead of time for your one.
The only reason I'm thinking of that is because what I do is if I had a gold, let's say I'm gonna buy 2 of them, I divide the money and I add 10% for, let's say, future price. I add 10% monthly. And I save my money towards it.
That's pretty cool. I just can't come up with money
that's
like
awful
that.
Responsible and smart. There ain't no way I could do that shit.
Well, look at it this way.
Money's always burned a hole in my pocket. I never claimed to be good with my money.
Hey, the only reason I can do it now is because I have no car payments. I have no house payments.
Yeah, right.
I have no kids at home. Wife just retired. I'm not retired yet, so
you earned it.
I have to find some things to buy so I won't pay so much taxes.
Miss Bill says her birthday's in September.
Don't forget don't forget to donate like about $2,000 every year because that's a write off. There's a lot, man. I used to have the best tax guy in the world, and then I just got hit for about 50 something thousand from 17 years ago. You believe that? The IRS
Yes.
sent me for 17 years.
Wow.
They're not supposed to be able to even audit you after 8, 7 really, and then 10. Like it's unheard of, absurd, and they're coming after me. Yeah, and I live in the nowhere, have nothing, no bank accounts, and what the good son of a good mother.
You know, Lemonhead, I had a guy tell me who was an accountant years ago would tell me, I would say about maybe 15 years ago, because
A49.
he wasn't crooked. It was on the sly side because he said they'll never audit you, and I said yeah, and then I found out a few years later he was just getting out of probation because he got sent for tax evasion.
Well, my guy
Tax
told me
fraud.
the number one thing that triggers an audit is the way if you change the way you file.
They'll
That
change
that
you
is
what?
the biggest. If you change the way you file, like me,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately, I had child support. So my second wife that I was married to for 20 plus years, we had to file the single worst way you can in the United States, married separate, so that they wouldn't take her return. So I got it down to a science where I would just claim 3/4 of the year, like 12 or 13, whatever it was. It took a couple of years to figure out. So that and then I would pay exactly what I was supposed to for like about 3 months out of the year, and I would break even. I wouldn't know a dollar. I wouldn't, plus or minus a few bucks, or they would owe me a few bucks, and that was it. My wife would claim the kids, but it sucked, man. It was hard. But man, they're coming. It's man, 2005. I'm like, what the? Nobody who keeps hard paper records for 17 years from a W-2. No one. I mean, there's people who hoard. Like I'm a hoarder. It's coin or pennies. But I mean, like really, I'm just being like everybody I've ran this by.
I was gonna say,
got
I
the same reaction.
guarantee my pops has his records from all the way since
Right?
8th grade.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
generation, man. That's
what you
that
talking about?
generation.
August or June?
What you
Tell
want
me.
to know, boy? What year? Pick a year. That's good stuff right there, man.
Yeah.
And who knows if I still I lost a few homes a couple times. If things always went ideal, like when does that ever happen? I'd probably still have them out in the garage somewhere at a shop. But no, it is what it is. I'll find out. It could be a mistake. I'm just praying about it.
I mean, well, for me, financially, next year is looking pretty good. It's just that either I buy another place or I start investing my money in some kind of strategy that not to avoid
Property is where it's
taxes,
at, Hector. Property is where
huh?
it's at. Property is where it's at.
Well, yeah, I got the ranch still, but it's not in my name right now. It's only as a trustee. I'm running it. That's about it. And I can take some expenses off of that, but not a whole lot.
That's the other part, brother. I've worked for the richest people in the world all my life, and you just said the two main: property and everything in a trust. A trust
Mm-hmm.
is how it's done proper. That's how you get wealthy and keep wealth, like generational wealth, is through trust.
Well, the house, as you said that, this house is already entrusted to my kids.
Yeah, but like a trust is like I got a friend, and his wife's father was like one of the first pilots, like from the movie with Tom Cruise. He's one of the characters in that movie that was based on. So when he came back to service, he's self-made millionaire, multi-millionaire. He owns 56 different businesses and has like 9 secretaries that run all the day-to-day, and he just sits in the office and finds ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, Billy, you married well. And but yeah, trust. Everything that's owned is in a trust. All his children's homes, they're owned, but they're not in the children's name. The trust owns them. The trust pays the taxes, takes care of maintenance, anything, any
Mm-hmm.
bill comes out of the trust, and it's a tax loophole. And they
Mm-hmm.
pay very little tax at all because it's a trust. That's how real rich people get rich is
Right.
to put it in a trust because it has different protections and it's just Like I don't think I'll ever have anything like that because I don't. You need to have things to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? But knowing it is just it's cool to know stuff. But yeah, I've been lucky. You know, I've had a lot of people like teach me things that some of it was I used through my life and some I didn't. Take, but I'll take advice from anybody, man.
Well, it's funny you say about the trust. So, you know, I was talking earlier to Pops and Scorpion about saving things and buying things that will increase in value rather than decrease. Like
Yeah,
I was telling them I was gonna buy a new truck, but it was $90,000, and then a year later you'd lose 20% of it, and 5 years later you're down to 30% of what the truck was worth in the beginning.
Oh,
Um,
I've always known that there was a statistic that when you buy a new car, on average, the second you drive out the lot, it depreciates by half. The second you drive it off, that's how the markup on vehicles is so tremendous. You know?
mhm.
Yeah.
And now used cars are now 8 or 9% above the retail value a year
Well,
ago.
that's the COVID. That's the propaganda bullshit scaring everybody. They think that their 80 Pinto out there is worth more.
Well, the price does reflect the scare tactic, because I
Well,
went
yeah, it
looking at,
works, no doubt.
yeah,
They didn't do this for nothing. Nothing stopped. The economy didn't go tank. That's all
Just-
bullshit.
no,
There's
it's the
plenty of
same
work.
thing.
The
It's
same
the same
bullshit.
thing as houses.
Yeah, I'm in Southern California, man. Freeways are still a parking lot every day from 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and all the big rigs. I mean, it's the busiest port in the world, Long Beach Port. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing changed. It just like overnight. COVID doesn't. A tanker can't get COVID. Trees don't get COVID. Ain't nothing.
You know, that's a good thing you brought it up, because now in Southern California they're testing drivers without truck drivers in the truck. They're automated, fully
I know,
autonomous.
really. No, I
Yes,
did not
in
know that.
Southern California,
Like a
there's
simulator,
a
like a flying simulator.
no. It's an actually fully autonomous. I mean, it was done by LA7 or some. I was watching the news because I've got this capability that I can get
Did
stations
not
down
know
in
that.
LA.
Yeah,
And there was
did not know that.
and I can't remember the name of the firm, but they're so secretive about their propriety of software and the trucks and even the mechanical workings of the truck itself. It's a diesel truck, but it's run by computers and cameras. They're
Yeah,
not going to be any more
self
truck
driving.
drivers.
They're already. They've been testing. Testing with Tesla in Vegas. I think was the first place. They've been testing self driving cars quite a bit, and they
My next
finally had one accident where somebody died, and I think that kind of like that's why you don't hear about it in the news very often. But
and
they already got
my,
billions into that.
my next door neighbor is a truck broker. He hauls long haul,
Oh,
short
nice.
haul, and reefers, and he does all the trucking you can think of. He can't
Yeah.
hire qualified people to drive his trucks. Now he's thinking about going into the business of autonomous trucking.
Yeah, you know what? If you don't get on the train ain't going to stop for you. You better get on. Progress is coming with or without us, you know. So the ones that always try to hold tight and, this, that, you got to be open minded always because it's progress and technology. It's getting faster and faster by the second. What was
Every
the
6 months
old
a
adage?
turnover.
Was tenfold. Like every time something came out, it would have gotten invented 10 years prior. It's not even close to that anymore. So it's like the technology is not even. You can't even let it out. That's how fast it is. I remember I worked at NASA in JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratory, for like 3 years, and at that time in my life, my kids were at the age where it was time to buy a home computer because I won computer generation. We didn't have a home computer, me and my wife. She worked on it at work, so she never really gave two shits about them at home. But I wanted to be responsible, like my kids need it for school. So I want to buy the best thing I can buy. So this is a funny story. I'm in the bathroom taking a pee one day, and these two scientists walk in. It's a true story. And they take the urinals left of me and right of me, and they don't stop their conversation, like as if I didn't even exist, right? But the stuff they're talking about, I wanted to ask these guys for their autograph like they were freaking baseball players or something. You know what I'm saying? And I go to leave at the end of the workday, and I'm in the elevator with one of them. So I even felt awkward, and it took me a minute to get the gall up to ask. But I asked him, I go, sir, you mind if I ask you an opinion about computers? And he said, sure, why not? I said, and I told him I needed to buy, a whole spiel, and I wanted to know what he thought. He goes, I'm gonna tell you one thing first, son. He goes, just be prepared to upgrade that computer 4 times a year minimum, or you're miles behind everybody else. And that's all he told me. And that was it. He walked off the elevator. And this was a scientist that works for NASA. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that kid. Man, it took me like a week to pick a computer. I didn't know
Well,
that.
now, when you said that the technology advances every so often, there used to be when I used to run the electronics store at Target, and then later on, a few years later, I worked working at Good Guys Video and Audio, and I talked to Techniques, Pioneer, Sony, all the big guys,
Yeah.
and they would come about every 6 to 5 months telling me that there's a new line coming out. And I started thinking, I'm going to ask them. So one day I asked them, how often do you guys push this new product out? And they said every year we have 3 set dates for new models out.
No matter.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it came out to be true. TVs, VCRs, DVD players, CD players, anything you could think of as electronic. There's
You remember the
4
TV
to
you had
5
when you were
months.
a kid, Hector? I bet you guys probably had it for 30 years.
What's that?
I said, do you maybe remember the TV your family had when you were a kid, or I remember my grandparents' TV because they
It's
had
in my
like it for
garage.
30 years, no doubt.
That
TVs
TV is
now,
in my garage.
I spent $2,000 on a TV once. We got maybe 3 years out of that sucker. Now, when you read the fine print on the boxes, these flat screens, they're rated by hours. The life of them. The last one before my ex and we split. She bought a big 55, beautiful, nice TV, and when I read the box, it blew me away because it gave a rating, a life expectancy of 200 hours, dude, and I couldn't believe it. But electronics are so cheap now because that's the turnover rate. It's like just like cars. They used to build cars in the 50s that lasted. People are still driving them around. They're all steel and they run forever. You can't kill them.
I've got a TV from my old house when I lived with my parents back as a kid. I have it in my garage and I use it, and it's black and white. It's no color, but I play it when I'm working on my stuff in the garage.
How cool, man. That's cool shit right there. Yep. So it's like technology, man. Technology, I think, is probably can be counted in minutes. There's all these smart people and all the explosion in the quick. Look at the turn of the century. Well, just man, all the way up to the turn of the century, nothing big to speak of, really. The common Roman's whole day was better than ours now, and they had everything we have now except electricity. That was it. So they had a shorter work day because they only worked when the sun was up. You know what I'm saying? But they had all the other amenities. They had banks and loans and houses of ill repute, and everything was already perfected. So now you get to the turn of the century and combustible engine, and boy, boom, we went from that to intercontinental travel, space flight exploration, to the internet. In my grandparents, in one generation, they were born like in the early 1900s. My grandmother saw all of that come in her one lifetime. That great generation. Isn't that crazy?
I believe it. In my lifetime, shoot, I'll be 65 this year. I remember John Kennedy. I remember the first moon landing in '69.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was born in '76.
Shoot, I was a year in my college.
Right on. Yeah.
But about technology also is that my grandfather was a railroad worker, and he laid all the rail from I'm not pronounce it, Sikiu County all the way to Los Angeles. Then he came back up into all the way to Kern County, and then the line stopped in Kern County, and the people from LA were coming up, so he lost his job when they were coming up. So then he went to work in the mountains to make those railroad ties. and he was on the Iron Horse. I mean, he was born in 1888. What do you think he saw in the years?
Yeah, that's cool. I drank when I was younger. I used to drink in bars, and I drank with an old guy named Moscone. He was in his 80s.
Mr. Marmello, what's going
He
on?
came west from the east, and he was a lineman. So as the railroad was laid, they'd always put up poles and they run a line, a telegraph line. That was his job. He one of the toughest old men I ever met, man. That guy used to. I played pool, and he'd ride me and give me the hardest time. And I just, man, I miss him. But he was smoked Pall Malls, drank Budweiser only, and the guy, like he was one of the stories he would tell were awesome. Then they took one leg from him, and he'd hobble in there with crutches. Then they took a second, and he's in there. He'd come up to we had a screen in a bad neighborhood, so we had a locked like steel screen, and he'd bang on that screen in his wheelchair. God, get open the door. Tell him, shut up, stand up when you talk to me like that. And everybody go, oh shit, don't say that. He'd laugh his butt. That was him.
Oh, come on.
Old, great, tough
Field
guy.
guy says that we never landed on the moon. Ugh.
NZ and Melbourne are both in full lockdown. That's
I like
crazy.
the photos where they got
Who's
the
in
white
lockdown?
cap in the sand on the land.
Mr. Marmello said NZ just went in full lockdown, and Saul said Melbourne just went in full lockdown.
Oh shoot!
What does that mean?
It
Well,
means
because
that
of
the
the beer
country.
flu.
Okay, yeah, because I won't even know, man.
Yeah. I figured they're gonna start shutting stuff back down again.
Damn it. Hey, field guy, my bad. I apologize to everybody in the chat if I didn't say hi or I missed somebody.
Hey, Silver, do you say you're in the military right now?
No, not now. I did 10
Not now.
years in it.
Okay, I was just
I
saying
know
because
about that,
some of my students are, well, the ones that already finished high school. They're in the military, and some went to. I'm not sure. I'm going to say this correctly. I know they're overseas, but they didn't tell me where they were going. Anyway, I just got an email from one of them saying that they're going to get. They're talking about vaccinating the whole military guys, all of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what COVID is. It's just that they're trying to use it as they're going to make it so that you can't do anything without having vaccination. That's all.
Yeah, and I've read some stuff on there saying you got like 8 to 10 years.
Choice, man. Is it necessity or is it a luxury? How bad do you really need in your life?
Yeah.
A Lemonhead, not to put a downer on it, but my mom passed away this year from COVID.
17.
My condolences, Hector.
Thank you. And I was, watching her trying to breathe. It wasn't a pretty sight.
Yeah, my condolences, my man.
Thank you. So I'm being careful with my grandkids because my grandkids can't get vaccinated.
Yeah, they don't have one. There's no for little ones yet, right?
Right. And my grandson is 9 and he's going to school full time.
I'm not saying there's no COVID. There's obviously a type of something out there that is people are getting. I'm just saying that just like a bill that's written and voted into law in Congress, an earmark. You know what an earmark is?
Yes, I do.
I think that they're able to do that with vaccines. They earmark means that, like when they wrote the healthcare bill, it wasn't just about healthcare. There was like 700 different earmarks. That's bills they slip in with it, so that when you vote yes for the one, you vote yes for all of them, whether you know it or not. So the hire 10,000 more IRS agents, or I could go on and on. Those earmarks that were in there, they're a yes when they voted yes for healthcare. So they use something that touches their nerve with all the people, the masses, to get the real agenda, the stuff they don't want to talk about publicly because they don't vote for it. I'm just thinking logically, is that possible with something that you put in your body? I would say yes. So good, bad, or indifferent. There's always you got evil men and you got righteous men, man. I just pray that there's more righteous men making decisions than not.
Yeah. Well, here's my take on it. Only because I'm a teacher, and I work with a lot of students who are not vaccinated. I had a student who died of measles because he was contacted from another student that
Wow,
wasn't
that's
vaccinated
rare.
for the
That's
measles.
rare.
It is, and the thing is, right now, because of the and I don't want to put a bad light on immigrant people, because a lot of them don't get vaccinated, but that's how the child got it. The child who wasn't vaccinated was from the United States, and the person who had not been vaccinated from another country contacted each other with it.
That's old
And
world, man. I thought
yeah, it
measles.
is.
Well, there's a lot of different types of. I was gonna say I thought measles was one that's almost eradicated, but I know there's lots of different measles.
No, this is the old-fashioned rubella. Not
Yeah.
nothing fancy,
Okay.
nothing old. Because I
Yeah,
grew up at a
man.
time. I grew up at a
Communities
time
are
when,
crazy, aren't they? Like the Indians, we came over here just
yeah,
influenza, the regular
yeah.
common cold, and we killed 1 million the first year with
You know
influenza.
what's funny about that? When you just mentioned about the flu, this year the cold season hasn't even started because everybody was wearing the masks. The only thing they were catching that's respiratory, like the
Yeah,
flu, was the Delta and the original COVID-19.
yeah. I wear a mask. I wear a mask in public. I wear gloves too.
I wear gloves too, and I
Not
take
safe,
sanitation all over the
you know
place.
what I'm saying? So it's like the old adage, like it's better safe than sorry. Shit, yeah.
All right, fellas, can y'all keep this up for 8 more hours?
Yep.
Probably standing on my head, upside down.
Hey, Scorpion, believe it or not, you can ask Pop. We've been talking sometimes till 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, you get Hector started, dude. He's like an Energizer
Well,
bunny, brother.
I mean, it's 5 a.m. here.
Oh, yeah, it's like it's two. Yeah, it's coming up on 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Where's the
shut
flu?
this down.
No, you're right, because you're 4 o'clock in the morning over there. Oh, 5, I mean.
Are you
Yeah.
getting all Silver Scorpion? Are we keeping you, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to jump off here. I was waiting on Push's video to finish uploading. It should almost be there.
Well, I appreciate you putting the link in there and letting me come up, man.
It was nice meeting you
Hey,
too, Scorpion.
anytime. I appreciate y'all coming up and chatting because I run out of stuff to talk about.
Lemonade High and I and Pops, we have you got to know something. Teachers have a lot of talk, and when they finish talking, they listen. They're supposed to
That's right.
listen.
Dude, I'm just like I'm a big book guy. Like ferocious appetite for reading. So I am like one of the guys you meet. That I am a walking almanac of useless information.
And my thing is,
Sweet.
I've been a U.S. student of U.S. history, and most of it I lived through it for the last 65 years.
Yeah, modern, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. And then my dad's history with the Great Depression and World War II, my grandfather World War I, and Zapata. I mean, it's just I've been a history buff all my life.
Yeah, California history too is one of my favorites. I'm half Spaniard, and my grandmother, she grew up in all the missions in California. I got family buried in San Juan Capistrano graveyard.
Well, that's true because depending on what part of Mexico your family's from,
No,
you're either
Spaniard
Spanish,
from Spain.
French, or Russian.
Thanks,
I'm sorry,
Push.
German.
No, my grandmother's from Spain.
No, most of half my
Popzilla,
ancestors
thanks for
from
coming
Spain.
up and chatting. So I'm dropping a link for
Hey,
Push's
big books.
video.
I like big books.
There's
Mr.
the
Pop?
link for
My brother.
the box that's going around that Push just put up. So Popzilla, if you want to check that, or anybody else in chat, if
Yeah,
y'all want to hit that,
yeah.
go for it.
I can't get
We'll
it because
catch
I'm on
y'all
the
later.
phone.
Pops. Mr. Phillip, Full Push, Rocky, 710.
Well,
Everybody,
Hector,
good
do
night.
you have full push?
I think so.
Yeah, just look up full push metals. He'll pop right
Okay.
up.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good one. See you, Rhonda, Philip, Popzilla, Rocky Mountain Bear, all of you. Y'all have a great one. I'm going to bed.
Pleasure meeting you, Scorpion. Thanks for letting me up.
Yeah, man, you too. Anytime. Y'all have a good one.
Be well, all.
Okay, good night, everybody.